Hey everybody, welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show, where two black women talk all things comics and pop culture, created and influenced by black and brown folks. Hey, how are y'all doing? I am your girl Keisha, aka Hot Havoc, and I'm here with my amazingly, brilliantly talented, awesome co-host Bree. How you feeling, babe?
I'm feeling great. Still a little tired because we took our day after San Diego, but like literally hit the ground running as soon as you get back type stuff.
Yeah.
And like working in healthcare, it's like ain't no break when you get back. It's like, where you been?
Aww.
I was checking for you, which is great. It's a good feeling because your patients missed you or whatever, but it's a lot. And then
Aww.
yeah, and then obviously like my mini was like, you think you grown because this was like
Mm.
back to back trips this month. Who do you think you are, ma'am?
We were
So
definitely outside this month.
yeah, we were like, this month is crazy for being outside. And then the way that it's like low key not even done for me because my birthday is tomorrow. And
Yeah.
then eh, and then going to a good friend of mine's wedding the following weekend. So it's
Aww.
just bump. And then it's, back to school for the mini after that. So it's like, what is
Yeah.
happening? You know what I mean? Like, it's all good.
Yeah,
Lots
all
of
good
great.
news.
Yeah, it's literally like so much great stuff happening. But when you're used to like just your everyday and
Chilling.
the right when your baseline is like
At
set into
a
a little bit.
yeah.
Y'all, the way that San Diego called me, it's too early in the chat to say, but the way that San Diego called me a fat bitty, like
Yeah. It,
I
it
was
it
like,
it was
oh
hard. My
yeah,
knees were shot by Sunday. Like I
bruh,
struggled. I
bruh,
was
we were
struggling.
sending out the elder millennial war cry all San Diego, because what do you mean?
Whew.
Like one of the days we hit like 40,000 steps or something like that.
I think like on average we were doing about 15 a day, 15,000 steps a day.
It felt
When
like
I
more.
say by no, like when I
No,
say by
because
Sunday.
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say by Sunday, like I don't know for the blurry baddies, we're gonna talk about them later. On our Sunday panel, I tried to get down, like trying to be real cute, and had to pop right back up because your girl wasn't sure.
Y'all know our inner elder millennial be like, okay, everyone smile real big. That's the pic you're gonna show to mom. All right, now take a silly one. Like my inner thug makes me want to like drop down and hit the point one time
Exactly.
and like I'm in the middle of doing mine's like slowly and cute so that and then I hear Keisha go ah. I was like, what happened? What happened, friend? And she wasn't saying nothing, so I was like, well, shit, I'm not
Nothing.
gonna draw no more attention to it. But yeah, we were hoofing it.
Yeah, it was, but it was good. It was all good. I can't really complain about San Diego.
Right,
That was
like
absolutely fantastic.
time well spent, energy well spent. We literally got back to the room and hit the pillow hard. And y'all, Keisha had me up so
Not too
early.
early.
It was early enough that we were in God's business. That's how early.
Screaming.
We were
But
all
we
up
did
in
that.
God's business.
To be fair, we did that a couple of times because we needed to be in line for some stuff that
Yes,
Bree's definitely
okay.
gonna show off because it was worth it. It was
That's
worth
why
it. Them
that's why you don't hear me complaining about the fact that she had me up early enough to be in God's business because we were on a mission. Like all of the days we were there early, it was for a good reason that I could get behind.
Mhm.
And that was even after being up, like in those demon time hours for real, for real. Like
Yeah. Because
because
we wasn't getting back to the room until like 2 something every
we was
morning.
outside, y'all. We was outside. But you know, when I tell you, me and Keisha were like, all right, we got to lock in for this con. Here's the list of all of the people, places, and things we got to touch on. We didn't miss a single thing off the list.
No, we
If
hit
we're
all the
being so for
boxes.
real, there's no way that we should have been able to achieve everything on the list. But we were like, we got to lock the F in. We're
And
going to
we
be on
got everything done.
literally. So, like, the planning plus, like, divine timing of some of the people, like, just happening to be friends with whoever or being aligned or happened to be at the same party as us. So it was able to be like, bah, bah, bah. Like, we planned to be here to lock in with one person. Instead of just that one person, we were able to lock in with like 5. So
Yeah,
San Diego
it was
Comic Con owes
wonderful.
us nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It owes
It
us
was
nothing.
brilliant. I think like
Literally.
one of my favorite things out of everything we want to talk about is the fact that like the community that we saw, like
Yeah.
not just amongst creators, but like writers, artists, like the network is deep.
Yeah.
Everybody in the moment, everybody know everybody, and they are all, as long as you good, as long as you like are there to like uplift and support and all of that, everybody's willing to bring you into the fold and just like
Yeah.
love on you. So
And
like,
it was also crazy to see the like people who actually are already locked in with what we're doing or have heard of us in some capacity. Like the way we were
yeah,
like so many times, it was like, what do you mean? What do you
David
mean
F.
this person
Walker,
knows who? Like,
yo,
y'all,
that
okay,
was crazy.
real because we'll like squeal like the whole episode, but we want to make sure that we're covering everything. So first, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, and then I guess we'll
Yes.
just go through like chronological order so that we don't
Oh,
miss things.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, what's up, Ajira?
Hey, hey,
Hey,
love, how you
boo.
doing? Oh, we got a couple people on
Hey,
IG too. How
Shell.
y'all doing? Hey, hey, Shell. Hey, aw, hi, beautiful
What up,
woman too. I love
Bama?
that. Hey, hey, Bama.
Hey,
Raven.
Raven. Ooh, do, 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 do.
LT.
Hey, LT.
How you doing?
Hello there, Darth Erebus.
Ooh, I like
Oh,
the way you, I like the way you said his name. You
right. I
very
had to
Star
bust
Wars,
it out.
aren't you?
Yes, it was necessary. Yes, Bree is a Leo. You ain't know. I feel like y'all knew. Thank you. Yes, we
Everybody.
are very complimentary. Y'all, that was like the theme of all of San Diego. Literally everyone was like, y'all compliment each other so well. Y'all balance each other out.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazing. It was funny,
Yes.
but it was amazing. Thank you, LT, for the birthday wishes. Hey, Jana. Y'all, shout out to Jana
Yeah, right?
because
We
Jana
saw.
really like had us feeling like we were popping because we pulled up on Thursday in our smoke and stack cosplay and
Oh
we were
man.
getting lots of love for it. And then Jana pops up out of nowhere like, yeah, we're like, yeah. It was like I felt like a whole celebrity. And then you just
Right.
feel all of the love radiating off of her and we got hugs. It was a vibe. Shout out to Jana.
Oh wait, hold on. In the Instagram chat, Ace Blade, who that's the indie comic that I'm gonna be checking out pretty soon. But Ace Blade superheroes. And he put saw y'all all over the content at San Diego Comic Con. Oh wait, stop it. I haven't been checking nothing, so I haven't really seen anything online. That's
Yo,
pretty
the way
dope.
that we had so many people like resharing Comic Con's official post to their stories because they like said our name in the comments, but they didn't like tag us or add us. So everybody was literally like posting it to their stories and tagging us there. And I was just like, ah. And then Stephanie like reposted a thing today, reiterating, and I was literally just like on
Stop
my
it.
break from work crying because what do you mean? So Yeah,
Oh
I
wait,
love that people are like, nah, we're not letting this die. Like, we're gonna keep. And then even like one of the people, where's the rest of your tag though? What do you mean tag? Does my
oh, I'm
stuff?
not even sure. Oh, it's
Oh yeah,
probably
yeah,
because of the delay. Look, for everyone listening, we're still trying to figure out the intro and make sure that you can catch the whole thing because
yeah.
StreamYard is very interesting right now because it's doing an even longer delay than we're typically used to on YouTube, which is
It
wild. So
was.
like,
It wasn't that we have been like in other StreamYard things, and I took the rest of my tag off because it didn't seem
oh,
appropriate in that room, and I just forgot to put it back. But very
got
very good to
you.
realize, Ajira.
Oh, I'm just now
LT
realizing
says,
that.
yeah, LT says, Breathe the Leo sounds like a cartoon name. You know what? It does, and I'm here for it. So if someone wants to make me into a cartoon cat, I won't be mad. I will not be mad.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes, podcasters is unite. Yes, get those steps in. Chow, when I tell you we was hoofing it.
Big time.
Janice
Like I
says
said,
rookie numbers. I was at 7 to 9 miles a day. That's accurate
see?
because the way that Keisha was like, "Why are we already at 5 miles?" and we hadn't even gone to our first panel yet for the day. So
Yeah.
that's very accurate.
Ooh, it was a lot.
Wait, what?
Uh,
LT says, "Oh yeah, I was in San Diego at the convention center the week prior, and it had my legs aching too. It's a huge space, and the steps add up after a while." Let me be nosy. What you was doing, LT, the week before?
he told us, and I forgot. Please let us know again, cause yeah,
Right? Yes, drop down and get your ego on, girl. That's exactly.
absolutely not. My knees hurt.
Oh
Absolutely the
my
fuck not.
gosh.
My knees are screaming at me right now. But it did
Period.
show me that I need to work out because I
Yeah, we
can't
both
be in this
agreed.
kind of pain. Oh
Right. LT said that's
man.
because Keisha was still on that East Coast time and
And
was.
was.
Y'all, Keisha's
And
a bit.
was.
Y'all, like, I kid you not, we would get back to the room, and as I'm taking my shoes off, I took the first shoe off and looked up, and Keisha was already in her moo. Like,
Yo,
shoes off, clothes off, changed into the moo before I could even get my second shoe off. Like, her commitment to the cozy is not to be played with.
at all. I prefer to be warm, comfortable, all of that. Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, dang. And yes, y'all know demon time hours is anything from midnight to like 4 a.m. And we was still outside.
We were. And it was a
Mm-hmm.
good time. It was a
Mm-hmm.
good old time, especially
It was
Saturday. That was
demon time, but we were on our angel time. We didn't cut up like that. We were like,
yeah, we
we were
didn't.
we were locked in to like Pink Riot business mode. But what I will say, your girls like one our barometer for the nigga we made it of it all. One of
Yeah.
them is getting locked in for these after parties. And y'all, we like last year we were trying to pull up on the Blurred and Bougie party. It's thrown by Amazon and it's very exclusive. You have to be on the list.
Yeah.
Guess who
Shout
was
out
there
to the
this
founder,
year?
like Wendy. She's
Yeah,
super
one time for
dope.
Wendy. She was such a sweetheart. And she's like, we're locked in for next year or whatever. Da, 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 da. But yeah, the way that we pulled up to the Blurred and Bougie event and rubbed elbows and shoulders with some icons was nuts. And then
Yeah.
we also, casually wound up at Scott Snyder's party.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Regine. She is
Like literally one
amazing.
time
If
for
y'all know,
Regine.
she's always in the chats. She's been on the show a few times. Like Regine, from the bottom of our heart, we fucking love you.
Yes.
Like you have
From the
been
bottom
amazing
of
to
the
us.
deepest depths of our heart and soul. Like when I tell you,
Yes.
Regine is a gem of a human, not only because she's a wealth of knowledge and an icon in her own right, but Regine, as if reach back and pull somebody up was a person. Like
Yeah.
there was, you know, we there was, it wasn't just us. There was a lot of people who got pulled into the spotlight and got their flowers or got recognized or got put in a room with somebody they've been trying to lock in with just off of Regine, doing one of her regal ass hand motions, like actually.
And she
And
did.
right, and y'all think she's
Like,
like a queen online. She gives like just aura,
yeah,
like the throw alone is aura, but then like her beauty and her glow and the way she carries herself, it's like what you see online is like that times 10 in person.
yeah,
But then she's still cool as hell, so you're just like, wow, it's nuts. It's actually nuts.
yeah. So shout out to Regine. She is everything to us. And I need y'all to go, just shout her out everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
go show
She's
her
deserving.
love in all of the rooms everywhere you
Right.
can. Thank you, Sheena. Thank
Yes.
you, Jana, for the for the love on the cosplay.
Right.
Jana
We
said,
gotta show everybody. You
right.
got pictures? Because I didn't take no pictures. I won't even hold you. I went in thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna do all these things. Absolutely not.
I did take some. We got pictures in front of the like official San Diego background in that
Yeah.
cosplay. Then we went to the Women in Comics mixer, and a lot of people took pictures of us there. And then like Ryan took pictures of us in that
Shout out
cosplay and
to Ryan.
yeah, y'all. We were
Ryan
just,
Oakley.
casually chilling with people who we admire like the whole weekend. It was crazy. Jana says, I was texting my friend Christian about the Smokestack twins before I knew it was you. That's crazy. Y'all, because okay, to be fair, we had like our vest and skirt suit like get ups, and obviously one with the red hat, one with the blue apple hat, but we both had like wigs and shades on, so I guess like that makes sense if you didn't immediately recognize that it was us.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, Jenna says, and she's like, that's Pink Riot. And I and I screamed, that's crazy. Love you down, Jenna. Okay,
Nice.
LT says over 450 subscribers to the Pink
Yes.
show on YouTube. Lock
We are
in.
growing. Yo, it's been crazy seeing just the love that we've been getting, online and especially at the con. People were like, oh, we're the Pink Riot Comic Show. It's like, oh, we know you. Like, what? Please stop. That is fantastic. I'm gonna say it again. David F. Walker, when we walked into him to like be introduced, like shout out to Dorado and
Dorado
Morgan
Quick
Hampton.
and Morgan
Yeah,
Hampton.
for introducing us. And David F. Walker was like, yeah, I know you. I don't like everybody, but like I like y'all.
Y'all, why is David F. Walker such a sweetie? And he had us cracking up laughing because we're coming in with Dorado Quick and Morgan Hampton. We're just dropping names like casually, but like y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
We've had them on the show and stuff. So we had to, in order to like pull up and be respectful of everybody who invited us to things, we had to leave one party to go to the other, and they happened to be doing the same thing, so we went over there with them. And David's walking because he's like, I'm tired, like it's late, what we doing? And he was bigging up Morgan because his Stillworks book announcement had happened earlier that day. And then when they stopped talking, Dorado went to go introduce us, and Dave was like, oh yeah, I know Pink Riot. I'm like, what do you mean you know Pink Riot? Like
It's
he
fantastic.
said that before Dorado could even get it out. So it's not like sometimes you look at stuff and you're like, they don't really know who we are, but they're trying to be nice. No, David F. Walker really knew us. And my
Yeah.
flabbers were gassed. I'm like, what do you mean? So that was crazy.
Yeah, it's been dope. Wait. Oh, okay. We have a lot to get into. Not to like hard transition, but we have
Yeah.
so much to talk about. We're gonna be talking about this episode, just our experience at Dreamcon. I know we've been focusing a lot on San Diego right now, but like
Yeah.
our experience at Dreamcon, our experience at San Diego, and then the news that came out of San Diego, which we've been like sitting on for months and now seeing it in the world. I'm so excited for all of these Black writers who are finally like getting the thing that we've been asking for. Um, And then we have magnificent hauls from both cons and
Yes.
a month's worth of pulls from the comic book shop.
I haven't gone to pick up my pulls yet, so and we have crazy hauls, so we'll likely do our pulls on the next
Yeah,
live episode, but it's a lot. Yeah.
it's a lot. I'm surrounded by books. I have stuff that came in from Kickstarters. Like it's
Yeah. Oh my god. I got a backer kit thing in the mail that I've been waiting on for over a year, and so yeah,
mm,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
this is gonna be a fun show. So
The
let's get
mega
into
haul. Mega haul, 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 haul. No,
you
it's
know
not.
I'm gonna cut that again and then
It's a
we're gonna
pink
put that in.
riot mega haul, 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 haul.
All right, now we know which episode I'm gonna pull, and if we hear this again, you
Yeah,
know.
it's all right. You should be locked in every time I bust out the announcer voice. It's going down.
Mm. All right, so we're gonna be talking about DreamCon. Now, DreamCon, I enjoyed like the parts of DreamCon that we did see. I very much enjoyed. One of my favorite, absolute favorite things. Two things. One, just Black people everywhere. Like if you go to other cons, obviously you know like we're there, but we're like a small minority there.
Yeah.
And we have to really find the pepper in amongst the salt. But like at
Mhm.
DreamCon, we are there in abundance. And it is so great seeing us be weird and in cosplay and
Mm.
badass and all the ass you can just think of.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a plethora of
The cheeks. It
of
was
ass representation, you know.
yeah.
If I had to boil it down to one thing, y'all, there's a sound going around and there's a dude singing his heart out and he's going, I'm with the niggas tonight and it feels so right. I'm with the niggas tonight and it feels so right. That's literally how I would sum up
Yeah.
Dream. It was
Yeah.
me and my niggas. It was a vibe. It was
I can't
me and
with
my
you.
niggas. It was a vibe,
But
y'all.
it was just
So
seeing
like,
us be us
yes,
was
just
so liberating. It was so dope. It gave
yeah,
me the courage. I'm like, next year, if we do DreamCon, I'm actually going to do it myself since I won't be alone because nobody got bothered. You just saw all the cheekage out and people
yeah.
was
So
just left
like that.
alone.
Okay, let's lock into those things so that people understand why it felt like that. Because so what I was trying to explain to some other people who were like asking us how it went is that when you go to like San Diego Comic-Con, there's a million things to do and
Hmm.
you know that there's no way you can go to everything because they literally make sure there's something for everybody, but my
Yeah.
inner FOMO can rest knowing that
You
there's
said
maybe
FOMO?
FOMO. Yes,
That's not what I heard. Continue.
my inner fear of missing out could rest because I'd say maybe like 5 to 10% of what's going on at San Diego Comic Con is stuff that I'm like super hyper interested in and I can narrow it down. The
Yeah.
difference is that it's like flipped in reverse for DreamCon. Like a good, not exactly, but I'd say like a good 75 to 80% of what's happening there is stuff that I was genuinely interested in and I know I could
Yeah.
have had a great time at. And the rest of it, i.e., like most some of the streamer stuff and then like the gaming stuff was really the only
Yeah.
stuff that I wasn't like, oh, I 100% want to be there. So while it's on a smaller scale, it feels grander because all of the stuff is like targeted towards us and stuff that
Yeah.
I would be interested in hearing more about from different perspectives and all that type of stuff. So it was tough when we were like going through trying to see like, okay, let's figure out what we're going to go to. There was
Yeah, panels
conflict
and
for
events. Yeah,
everything. There wasn't a single time block where there wasn't a conflict, and that's crazy. And then
yeah,
the fact that you have panels going on, you have tabletop games, you have card games, you have video games, you have
yeah.
like streamer centric stuff, you have podcast centric stuff, you have like celebrity comedian online personality centric stuff. You
And
have
then
comic.
like
Oh, go
the
ahead.
artist alley was massive. Like imagine just literally like maybe 90% of the people on artist alley and vendors and stuff are all black, and it's
Yeah.
black owned businesses.
And the
And
people that aren't black are mostly people of color that just aren't black.
yes, yeah. Like
And
it
even if
was
they're not a black owned business, there a lot of their merch and stuff was like geared towards people of color in general, some type of way.
absolutely.
So then you
I
have
spent
the artists and the comic book creators and
mhm,
the like fandom shops that are
yeah.
like maybe not super artist centric but are aligned with a bunch of different fandoms. Like I would
Mhm.
say we dedicated a little chunk of time every day to try to make sure we swept all of Artist Alley. And when we got back, I still was like, damn, I missed this person. Damn, I missed that person.
Exactly.
It was like
I
wall to
spent
wall.
right. I spent more money at Dreamcon than I did at San Diego. Like,
Yeah.
I'll say I got more free things at San Diego, especially when we went to the Eisners and whatnot. But like DreamCon, I bought so much. I was introduced to new comic book creators, which
Yeah.
almost never really happens.
Yeah.
Bought comics that, from people I had never heard of that were black. And I just like I'm blown away by what I was able to walk away with at
And
DreamCon.
what's crazy is me and Keisha were on the same mission. We were like, DreamCon, our goal is to, because we were like, we got to be balling on a budget because we anticipated spending more money at San Diego and low key probably should have flip flopped it. But
Should have.
our goal was to like, okay, if it's not a con exclusive, or like an indie creator of color, then we can wait to get whatever it is later because we knew we were like gonna have to budget for both cons. It got to the point at DreamCon where it was like, all right, we need to further bump this down. Like the goal was like, all right, women of color in comics, and we're just going to hyper focus on that and then like get cards and ats for all the other indie creators that we seen that didn't fit that criteria. Otherwise we would have blown our entire budget for both cons at DreamCon
Which
just
is
getting,
great. Like
like
it was
that's what
so
it's for.
exciting. No, it
Yeah.
was. It
Yeah.
was. Like DreamCon is where I saw more black women and women of color in the comic industry with tables.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. That was a big problem at San Diego for me. We were searching for our people. They were very
Uh,
rarely there.
let's just say we can count on our fingers how many black women in comic vendors there were, and
Yeah,
the majority of them, with an exception of two, were creators who were either already our friends or people or creators we already had their books.
yeah, yeah. It
So at
was
San Diego, it was just kind of like, oh. So San Diego turned into like, okay, the figures
fun.
and the cutesy things and whatever,
Yeah,
which nobody's mad at. We're just, in terms of us locking in, trying to support like indie comic creators, DreamCon really showed up and showed out. And that really had us having a conversation about like, what are the barriers to accessibility for like creators to pull up at a con like San Diego versus a con
mhm,
like DreamCon. DreamCon
yeah,
is a baby con in that this was only its fifth year happening, but the way that they have locked into supporting creators and creatives like at the forefront
yeah.
instead of just letting it be an afterthought is so apparent in the way that we were able to like discover new everything at that con. And it was just like,
Agree.
okay, where's the opportunity for this at San Diego? Because like, love San Diego down, we had a time, obviously we'll be pulling up next year if the Lord allows, but it was very much like looking around. There wasn't, in terms of like vendors and creators and stuff, it was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is the same people, like down to where their stall was at from last year. Like it was that similar.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's an issue I do have. I would love to see them, switch it up. Like I understand, like you said, it does come down to accessibility, who has money to do it and all those
Yeah.
things. But like I would really love to see just new
Yeah.
and people who don't always have these opportunities being able to table and vend and all of that. What I will say in terms of like cons for DreamCon, two of them. For me, one of them was, I guess, like the surrealism of it being a creator focused con. So like, seeing cameras like quite literally everywhere streaming, like people brought in like full on studios, which is cool, but also it's like, wow, we live in this kind of world right now. And I kind of had to like sit with that. Um, two,
And
I think.
that, and just to piggyback off what Keisha said, I want to continue with your list, but in terms of
Mhm.
like it being surreal, it's double sided for sure, because it was very
Yeah.
much us being avid readers, seeing that in real life in real time. The first thing that popped in my mind was Machine Hood, um,
Yes.
by SB Divya. It was
Yeah.
like far flung future, talking about like, what gig culture will look like and all of that, in terms of streaming every aspect of our lives and whatever. If you think about like your favorite streamers, they have like a whole machine that moves with them, so that way you can experience everything that they're doing. So imagine you're
Yeah.
in a crowded con, and one of the biggest streamers, like blurred streamers, is literally walking by, and they're this is a real situation, walking by in their Luffy cosplay, and you have a dude walking backwards in front of them with a huge rig that has lights, and like two other people on either side, making sure that neither of them bump into anyone, so that way
Yeah.
it's a seamless stream. And they're so popular that there's like a horde of people just trying to be seen in their stream around them. And then you got the fans also of said streamers trying to like get something signed or whatever. And they're like, you can tell they're well versed in this, because they took the time to like stop and sign stuff or give hugs and let people pop in. It's like that's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
professionalism that people don't understand, how a beast like that operates. So it was very surreal, but it was also really cool because at San Diego, there's a lot of limitations on what you can bring as a
Yeah.
part of that and when you
You
can be
can't.
recording and all of that.
Right.
DreamCon literally said, as long as you're not doing that inside a panel without express permission, all bets are off, all rules are off. As long as you're safe and you're not doing it during a panel, we want to encourage you to do it. Because, and it's like, how smart is that? Because they're getting, constant free promo for their event, and it's garnering more hype. Like even the streamers who aren't that poppin', like there was some controversy around one streamer who was like there at the con and was like, yeah, I don't watch that anime shit. That shit's weird. And it's like, so why are you at DreamCon, babe? And she was like, oh, well, yeah, a lot of streamers come just to stream and da 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 da. And it's like, that's where it gets weird, like what Keisha was saying, because it's like, so you're trying to other people at the nerd con for being nerds because you decided to go into a space that wasn't made for you to make fun of it because
Oh,
other streamers were there. So it's like there's
I didn't
two
even really pay attention
sides
to
to it.
that. I
Yeah.
didn't really pay attention to all of that. I think it was more of just seeing so many, because it wasn't just large creators that you saw streaming. It was like everyone, people who just had their phones out and they were live streaming, just seeing everyone with a camera in front of them. And
Mhm.
while, people were participating and being in community, it was also like, oh man, we are like recording everything from every single angle. And, me with my tinfoil hat on, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but like it was beautiful seeing, like I said, people being in community and doing all of that. It's just something like if you're not used to seeing that, it could be jarring. So just a heads up for anyone who goes to DreamCon for the first time, just know that, and they do have it on like multiple signs where it's like, hey, you're gonna be recorded at some point in time because everyone is streaming. So like
Mhm.
that's one thing you need to consider if you're like up for that.
Yeah, it's
I think
made by content creators, so
yeah,
they're gonna
it's
let everybody eat off of the opportunity.
right. It's a very creator focused, not even like creator centered, but a very creator focused convention.
Yeah.
Um, I think the second one really is like the accessibility of it all. We
Mm.
struggle trying to find things sometimes, like with the signage and whatnot. It wasn't always making sense for us. And
And
so
like
I
the
think,
physical accessibility, because
right,
they got through it like mid through the first day, I would say, but there were some
yeah,
issues with like the escalators being overburdened, so they have to like stop it and reset, and that
yeah,
caused people who didn't need the elevators per se to be overusing the elevators, so
right,
it caused like some congestion. But it's also like, again, baby con
yeah.
at
Hearing
convention center, so yeah.
Yeah, hearing how they've grown, I'm excited to see how it like, how they tighten things up in the future now that they are going to be in the same place for next year. Like I've heard
Oh, was that
we
confirmed?
heard I don't know. I'm hoping, but like the last 2 years have been in Houston. So like hopefully they stay in one place so they can like really work these things out because I think
Yeah,
that once they like put those finishing touches on DreamCon, I think it would be a really solid con for people to go to.
yeah.
Um and I think for actually, no, I won't even say that because at first, my initial thought when I first walked into DreamCon was like, oh my God, everybody is so young and this is like so dope. But like, I think in hindsight, there's something for everyone there. Quite literally, like, we
I
spent
didn't
our
get
time. I
continue.
I did to a point. Like I said, in hindsight, I can see that it is something from everyone, right? Like we did see pockets of everyone, every age. I think there's just a larger amount of black kids and black younger, like young folks who was there, and I do love that. Like everyone, like having these black kids have this space to be, you know, awesome and be their completely authentic selves and love all the things they love. I really do enjoy that. So yeah, overall,
I,
I'm gonna say I really enjoy DreamCon, even with
yeah,
the
I definitely overall enjoyed DreamCon too. I kind of disagree about the age difference, because I feel like, given the black don't crack of it all, a lot of people like, it's really hard to gauge a lot of people's ages, and I also feel like there was a good mix of everybody there. Like, I would say, I can't even say that there was more like younger people there than what there were at like San Diego or whatever, because what I will say, what I thought was weird was not weird but just interesting, because I couldn't see doing that myself. At San Diego, there was a lot of people with their like very small children,
ooh, fresh
like
newborns.
fresh baby, like
Right.
there's no way. And that part of that is because, we be like, that baby don't need to see everybody until they're three
No.
months or older type stuff.
Yeah.
So to see like a lot of loose neck babies at San Diego in that
Stop
heat
it.
and
I know
in
you don't just call
cosplay,
babies new snack.
loose neck, like they're,
I
it
no no no
really,
no. I hear you.
like,
It's just
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you
uh-huh.
know they're super young, because they're not even able to do this yet. But
Mhm.
they're in like crochet cosplay out in the heat is crazy. Like,
Mhm.
everybody parents how they will. Me personally, that's really young to have your kid out in the elements, because con cough can be a thing. So I'm like, that's wild. So we didn't see that at DreamCon, but that's just because that's something we don't do. You feel me? Like, there was little kids there, but there was after a certain age. There was not loose neck babies
Yeah.
at DreamCon. Um,
Hold
and there
on.
was some like,
The
oh, go ahead.
Dandalorian. The Dandalorian. Shout out to Dando. Awesome.
Hey,
He's like not in loose neck. See, like that's a
yes,
wild ass way to explain.
but you know what I'm talking about, though.
Exactly, I do.
Little loose neck, little loose neck. Yeah, that's the thing. But no, like, there was a good range of ages at DreamCon, and there
Yeah.
was something for everyone. And the
Mhm.
way that they did everything was like so spread out. And I think like prime examples of this are the things that were like not age exclusive or anything like that. Like, so just for context, it's in the George R. Brown Convention Center. You walk in, there's dope like installations to take pictures everywhere. They're pointing you to like the main floor where you could buy things and whatever. Navy baby, hey boo. There's stuff pointing you to do everything. And then there's like a big ass platform, and it's like a wrestling ring. And
Mhm.
then
Oh
you go
yeah.
like, yeah, there's like literally something for everybody. And yes, Shell, con cough is a thing. There was like this little bit of hacking cough
Yeah.
situation where you could tell people had a little something coating on their throat. And I'm just looking at like the way that we were taking our our airborne
Airborne.
vitamin C religiously, because I was like, what you're not about to do is catch me slipping. Because y'all, I was fighting off a cold going
Yeah.
into San Diego, and I know poor Keisha was like, get away from these H's, because I was
It
like,
was a very kind. So how we feeling?
literally,
Let's take
yeah,
our
she didn't
medicine.
say that to me, but I could tell, and I can't blame her, because so we did the opposite. Because last year, Keisha got sick towards the end of the con, and when I was like trying to do everything to make sure she was good, and this year I started the con like trying to kick it, y'all. I was like deep in the bed, all of the tea, all of the Nyquil, like just drugging myself up trying to get rid of everything before we even got there. So to like hear the con cough in real time was just like, oh, like this is not it. And then like y'all can still hear my voice hasn't fully recovered, because your girl was mouthpiece all week.
No, for real though, she
All
did
week.
the damn thing. She did
It
the
was a
damn
lot.
thing because we know High Havoc is not the one to be talking all the time. I have my like once I meet people and I have like those first interactions, I'm good. And I even cut up a bit. Shout out to Christian for like putting up with me.
Yes. Y'all, it did my heart so much good to see Keisha like get in her element and just cut up. Y'all,
I
I
was
will
a hot
say
mess.
one time for Black love at its finest,
Oh
because
yeah.
Keisha's hubby pulled up with us for 2 of the days at the con, and to see this
Yeah.
man move like water lovingly around his wife the whole time, I was like, Lord, I've seen what you've done for others.
Yeah.
Because it was a beautiful thing to see. And he's a dope dude. Shout out to Malik one time for the one time. And he literally, yeah, Navy said he was the GOAT and was, oops, sorry, we both
It
looking at
was.
it.
Right?
He definitely showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
The day that we had our panel with Stephanie was like a very high pressure, lots of things going on, trying to be prepared because we wanted to pull up and show out for Stephanie. And it was like, I hear my phone ringing. I don't know where I put it. But yeah, it was a
But
lot of
he was amazing.
pressure, and we wanted to make sure that we were showing up in our rarest form. But it's also different to be like us talking to y'all virtually versus us in front of almost 100 people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. It's
So
very different, but like, yo, Malik, I love you. I know he's probably watching or listening right now. But he was absolutely amazing.
yeah.
Navy met him, like a lot of people met like my baby was everything. Shout out
Yeah.
to him.
Shout out to Navy, y'all, because Navy,
Yeah.
Navy baby will forever be our dude for real, for real. Because if y'all have been locked in since last year, you'll know that he literally like took us under his wing and like showed us around and gave us the ropes of everything at San Diego last year. And we both had our little poop faces on because we thought he wasn't going to be able to come this year, but then he
And he
showed up.
did.
Yeah, so we were locked in with Navy all weekend. We had our separate missions, but it was always like, all right, where are you about to be? We're about to pull up over here. Da 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 da. He came through like really showing love, and he got our panel on video for us. He was taking pictures. Navy is a prime example of somebody who pours love into the community and wants to see
Yes.
everybody win. Cause so we try to reciprocate that anytime we're moving in spaces, because we know he has our name, Pink Riot's name in his mouth talking to other people. So we definitely do the same thing for him. And it was
Yes.
like, oh, have y'all met Montel? Like, that type of energy, because he does the same thing for us. So yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Navy. He's a real
And
one and always such
shout
a
out.
delight to be around.
He is. And shout
Yeah.
out to like him once again, introducing us to that deli that is just around the block from from San Diego Convention
Yeah.
Center. We were there almost every single day.
Almost every
Uh
day, be it for
this
breakfast
year,
or for lunch. Yeah.
right? This year we tried their breakfast food, which was like fantastic.
Game over.
Um oh
Yeah.
it was
Delicious,
it was
reasonably priced. The people there
right.
were like, "Oh, you're back." It's like, "Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are."
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I had talked about that deli for a year and I had dreamed about it and was just I had already had the sandwich that I wanted and
Y'all, you know the little fish on Finding Nemo where she's like, yeah, this fin's shorter than the other fin, but you can't really tell, especially when I twirl them like this. Keisha
yes.
turns into that fish when you mention that death. I was like, okay, girl, we're going to get you a sandwich.
It was amazing. I love when food is good and simple and good. And so
Yeah,
like had the greatest, absolute greatest. Navy, you are fantastic.
period.
Um but yeah, what else? Oh my goodness. So like a lot of stuff, a lot of news came out of San Diego, and then we also have to talk about the Eisner. So which one do you
So,
want to
wait,
talk
are we going to
about?
do our DreamCon haul real quick before we get into the San Diego stuff?
I won't even hold you. These stacks are like mashed together. It's not looking good. Like I don't know if you see all of that.
Well,
It's just
Well, let's finish in the interest of wrapping up DreamCon stuff. I kept my stuff separate. I can wait till the end if you want. Y'all, some cool things that happened at DreamCon is
yes.
that we stayed with my sister. Shout out to
Yes.
Zen. She
She
is a yogini and tattoo artist, and she
yes.
tattooed Keisha's favorite
Ashwa.
Pokemon.
Okay, so it's upside down. But I have my favorite Oshawott. Shout out to Zen. Oshawott is my favorite Pokemon of all time. He's from Pokemon Black and White. It's the one season you all need to watch, series that you all need to watch. Why? Because we have two black girls on that show. It is amazing. We have Lenora, which is one of my first experiences with a black gym leader. She has a normal type gym. She comes on in season 1, episode one or two, one of those. Like she's very early in it. Y'all need to watch it. It was absolutely fantastic. And then we have like one of Ash's sidekicks. I forget her name, but she wants to be like a dragon master and catch all dragons. And so she
Yeah.
walks around with a dragonite. And this is the first season where Oshawott shows up and he's a little sassy bitch that I love dearly. And so I have a bunch of Oshawott stuffies and Zen tattooed Oshawott on me. I just, yeah, it was like the best ending to Dreamcon. Absolutely best ending. And now I want more Pokemon tattoos. I think
Hmm.
the next one is going to be like a Gothitelle
Yes.
because she's my second spirit animal.
Period. And we officially converted my sister into loving blurred conventions because my sister does tattoo conventions all throughout the year, so she knew the vibes. But we got
Hmm.
her to cosplay, and she got so much love for her cosplays. She was Misty from Pokemon one day, and she was Jubilee from X-Men another day, and people were literally like stopping her for pictures and stuff. So she's locked in.
Everywhere.
So y'all will probably see more of my BB sister because I love her down, and now she's locked in too. You might see a crossover Pink Riot at a tattoo convention or something because she said now I got to go to a tattoo convention.
I would love to. I would love to. I want some more tattoos. I'm very like this summer I got a bunch of piercings and I got this tattoo. I've gotten the bug again. I think I want to get another one soon. But yeah, this was absolutely great. A great summer. I'm gonna say.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Um
Okay.
we can
Um,
run through the Eisners and the awards in the news like really really quick cuz I know we got a lot to go through.
okay.
Um all right, so Uh, we all know of the Eisners just happened. Once again, shout out to Regine, who was one of the
Yeah.
judges. This
For
was
those who don't know, the Eisners is like the Grammys for comics, and it happens
exactly,
at San Diego Comic Con every year.
exactly. And like this was the first year where they had like so many more diverse nominations, right? This was the first year where we're getting a lot of people of color who are nominated for things. This is where Stephanie is nominated for Best Writer, Best Series for Temporal. Um, we have
And that best writer nom, she was the first Black woman to receive a
yes,
nomination for best writer at the Eisners, and the second Black person, I believe,
yep, since
for that nomination.
McDuffie.
Yeah, since McDuffie. So it's like a huge glass ceiling shattering moment just for that nom alone, and then the fact that that wasn't her only nom was also
Yeah.
kind of mega as well.
Right? Like this year we were looking at it like, oh my goodness. That's one of the reasons why I went. I was like, history is about to happen. I need to see it. Ah, M Shy. Hey
Shout out to
love.
M Shy. Y'all, real quick, we got to meet M Shy in person. How is she even
Everything.
better in real life?
Everything.
Like
She
a
is
whole
everything.
baddie.
Stunning. Okay.
Stunning, smells good. She even bust a little move at the DC party. I was like, okay, T.
So
Love
yeah,
her.
like, right? But like one of the reasons I know a lot of us went to the Eisners, it's like, yo, there's so many of us there. We're gonna show support and everything. And then when they were presenting the award winners, we were all like, huh, huh.
Yeah,
Like
things
it
that
it
make
was
you go, huh? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it was very interesting. Mind you, we already had a situation where allegedly everything got leaked, where the page with all the winners had went up sooner than expected, and then someone blasted that across the internet,
Yeah.
which, whoever did that, your mama's a whatever.
Whoever
Anyway,
threw that paper, your mother's a hoe. That was the energy for real.
yes, basically. And so, we went into it. I didn't see the leak or whatever. I wanted to just experience Eisner's for what it is. A lot of us, I know you didn't, and when Regine found out she didn't, but like we still wanted to support. And
Yeah.
then seeing so many black and brown people get nominated and then almost none of them win. I think the only
Yeah.
two
There
who
was only
won was
two Black wins.
right. It was Campbell for Zatanna, which by the way,
Jamal
fantastic
Campbell.
run. I'm so excited that I love that run and it did win. It was very deserving of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then Ben Passmore's
Black arms to lift
win.
you up.
Yes, that one
Yeah.
is also another good one. And his speech was absolutely fantastic. Shout
Cause
out
he
to
He wasn't there. He had John Jennings do it, and y'all know John Jennings is a whole fool and hilarious. So
Yeah, apparently they both are, because both sides of that speech was crazy.
yeah, pure
But very
hilarious.
accurate, very accurate. But yeah, like just seeing all these people that we love and support them not really getting, I guess acknowledged through that. At first I was like, damn, this is kind of messed up. Then I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, a lot of them are doing the things they love. It don't stop nothing. Like talking
Another,
to
yeah.
talking to like Stephanie afterwards, she's like, man, I'm in these kind of meetings afterwards. Like, yeah, this is cool, but it don't stop nothing. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep being better and greater.
Yeah,
So like,
her post was like, and it's still Eisner nominated Stephanie
right?
Williams. Like, period. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. So like,
But like,
disappointed.
yeah, were we surprised though? No, because we y'all, if you haven't already, check out our episode where we had Regine, who was part of the committee who like was bringing in the nominations for people to vote on. Shout out to her for, you know, shaking things up and giving opportunity for new things to pull up in this space. But we knew that if this was the first year that that was happening in terms of nominations, there's going to have to be some structural shifts in the way the
Yeah.
Eisners operate before we would actually see our wins play out, because you can have the noms in front of everybody, but if the structure with which the votes go through is still very much a, I'm going to vote for my pals over like giving new people a chance, whatever. It's like
Hmm.
before we would see the wins come through, there would have to be people voting who are actually going to like be thorough and take all those things into consideration, because it's real easy. Like, I can't even hold you, like when we were going through the nominations, it was very
Hmm.
much like, oh, both Keisha and I did this on our own, and then when we were talking about it, we're like, oh, you did the same thing. Literally looking through all the noms and being like, how many of these have I read, how many of these creators am I familiar with? um
Yeah.
and then it was like, okay, out of the ones that I haven't read, which ones am I going to give a chance so that I can read them? So I can imagine just trying to like step outside of it, the feelings of it. I can imagine if I was on the group of people who are allowed to vote, I can see how easy it is to be like, oh, these are the ones I'm familiar with, and I might read a few of the others. But realistically, are you giving everybody there a chance if that's not your friends?
Yeah. I think we do need to. I think the industry as a whole needs to get to, I guess, take it more. I don't know, take it more seriously, because it definitely did feel like a popularity contest, like you said, where
100%. There were a
friends
few
are voting
people
for
who won,
friends.
who came back up on stage a bunch of times, like even to the point of them making a joke about it. So it's like, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, very much so. So,
yeah,
like, hopefully we have more people in the industry, because thankfully Regine and a lot of the new, more diverse judges are going around and going, hey, if you're in the comic book industry, regardless of what you do, if you're in this industry, you can apply to vote and you should be voting.
yeah,
And they're getting more black and brown people, indie, trad, like whatever, like they're getting everyone into it. So hopefully next year more people are cognizant of like these rules, and that they can apply and they can vote and I guess balance things out, because it definitely was not balanced in my opinion.
yeah,
In terms of like the winners, it wasn't. What I will say is that, and I've said it a couple of times behind the scenes, um, even though like the woman who won Best Writer, Mariko, I forget her last name, but
yeah,
Mariko, she's won a bunch of times. She's won that Eisner a bunch of times. Even though I wanted Stephanie to win it, I am happy that at least a woman won, because there were conversations that I had been privy to outside, behind the scenes with a bunch of people within like the comic book creator space, and hearing them just immediately dismiss certain people off the list. I was like, well, you know what? None of your people won. So there's that. There's that. We have a woman that won. So like I'm maybe it's petty, I don't know. But I'm like, at least a
It's
woman
not
won.
petty. It's giving like, oh, I thought you knew everything, you raggedy bitch.
You know what? You're gonna be my translator.
Like, I thought you knew everything. I thought we knew who was gonna
Basically.
win. So
Because
stupid.
some of those conversations were real nasty. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
fuck y'all. Like like no, at least like a woman won. So like we can talk about the fact that she won a whole lot of times and all that, but like there should be a cap. I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy that it wasn't nothing,
Nope,
nobody
there
that they were
shouldn't be a
talking
cap
about.
because when the tides turn,
Oh,
give me all
fair.
that shit. Don't cap nothing. Don't cap nothing once you see the tide
Like
shifting. Don't cap shit.
don't say shit now.
Right.
Ain't no fun when Rabbit got the gun. Yeah, I hear you. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that you got anything else to say about the Eisners? Because I feel like for
It
me,
was they had some bomb brownie cookies. They fed us, y'all. They had
screaming, they
some bomb brown
did.
had some bomb brownie cookies. No, we pulled up with our professional badges or whatever, so we got to sit like we weren't in the
Closer.
VIP area, which was great because we went in what we wore to the con that day, and we would have been looking real crazy next to all these people in their suits and whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
we were literally like right behind that, but we were in front of the line that allowed you to eat. So I had some cookies and coffee or whatever. It was
Yeah.
delicious. And then afterwards, the let out was all together. So we got to rub elbows with some icons. And we just barely missed some others. And they gave
Yo,
out free books.
I
So from like
cried.
some of the nominees. So we had to scoop that bag up real quick.
We were this close to Ronnie Barnes. If Ronnie Barnes is listening, hey man, we waited for you.
We
And we
did.
wanted to like say
He
hi.
literally was like, "Oh, they're distracted by the books. I'm gonna head on out," because we
Yo.
turned around and oh, he was
Yo,
gone. Like, okay, that's
we
cool.
wanted to say hi so bad. I love
We
Ronnie
did,
Barnes
we
writing,
did.
like
He's very
Crownsville.
popular though. A lot of people was talking to
Ah,
him. So
yeah. But yeah, it was a good time.
yeah,
Like they did
it
have
was
some good
long.
cookies.
It was a
It
long,
was. It
long
was.
ceremony, but it was cool.
Yeah. You know, they had one drunkard host who was, in a Supergirl costume, really
Yeah,
like, laying
Gil's
it on
mom.
thick.
Yeah, he was like, and they had like a mix in of like actors and comedians and voice
Yeah.
actors who were like announcing the nominees. Like
Yeah.
the voice actor for Winnie the Pooh and Tigger
Jim Cummings.
was one of
Yeah.
the announcers for like the youth nomination books, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is everything. Like, what are we talking about? So it was
It
real cute. It was
was.
a fun experience. They do like awards, like posthumous awards for different people from the industry and their like contributions, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And those were pretty diverse, like widespread. So it's like, okay, y'all's historian is cooking a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, definitely highs and lows, but an overall lovely experience. And
Yeah.
it just made my heart happy that, several people were like speaking it over us that we would be Eisner Award winners at some point. So I'm like, you know what? I'll receive that. I will take it.
Right?
Yeah.
What I did find confusing, frustrating was when they were doing the Eisner Award for retail shops. Like, yes, we know Cape and Cow has won that award. But they had mentioned a comic book shop that was out in Massachusetts that was owned by a owner who has Down syndrome, I believe.
Yeah. One of
And
the
I
owners
just found it,
has Down
yeah,
syndrome. And
and
they
I
like
found it,
shouted him out as like
yeah,
a
and then they
special, and then they didn't have him included in the
at
5
all.
finalists. So they nominate
Right.
30 shops 30 shops get nominated, and then
Mhm.
they narrow it down to 5. And before they announced the 5, they gave this person in their shop a special shout out. And I'm like, so
Then how come they're not nominated?
milking it for the story. It's like, so why weren't they in the 5? Y'all just were like, we're gonna say something about them because it's really cool
Right.
that they're a shop owner, but we're not gonna
Right.
nominate them. Like,
Right.
we were so
And
confused.
and
Like, the story nearly made me cry because I'm like, that's what's up. The shop owner is like very enmeshed in the experience of the shop, and they pride themselves in making a good experience for everybody, and they talked on those things. And so we're over here like, yes, let that baby own their shop, da 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 da, we want to go support them, da 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 da. And then it's like, yeah, we're just shouting them out, but they're not nominated. We're like, huh, what?
yeah, it felt more like inspiration porn rather
Yeah,
than,
yeah,
anything that was, them, I guess, giving them respect. 'Cause like you
yeah.
said, like, there was no point in bringing them up outside unless they had been nominated. And when they were first bringing them up, I was like, "Oh, they got nominated. This is dope." And then you realize afterwards that they weren't. It's like kind of
It's like
fucked up.
they were in the 30, but y'all didn't pick
Right.
them to be in the 5, but y'all wanted to
Right.
make sure you mention them though. It's like,
Right. Very fucked up. Cuz it
yeah,
sounded like they had a really dope comic shop. And I
yeah,
was like, all these great things you're saying about them, how come they're not nominated?
yeah. So
So,
we got
yeah,
questions.
very much so. Very much so. But yeah, all in all, the items were cool. I think like if we go next year, I would like to go again and just be a part of that, even if it is just like eating bomb ass snacks and getting free books at the end, because that was wonderful. Um, all right, so last bit of news, and then we can get into this giant ass haul we have.
Yeah,
Um, And shout out to Comics Beat for this whole graphic.
yeah,
This is the news that we've been sitting on for months. Like to finally see it out in the open is absolutely amazing. I know everybody and their mother has been talking about it since it, released last week. But like seeing Cody Ziegler, Morgan Hampton, and Stephanie Williams get ongoing runs from DC for Static, Steel, and Vixen, respectively. I am over the moon.
yeah,
Absolutely over the moon, especially for Vixen. Can I tell you, when I went to my comic book shop today, I definitely was like, and shout out to That's Entertainment and what's that? I was like, look, I want these. I know it's not in the system right now, but when these titles come up by these people, I need y'all to go get that for me, like
yeah,
immediately. This is the ones where I'm getting all the variants, and I'm not a variant person. For those who have watched the show, I'm very much a cover A only type person. I'm getting all the variants for all of them, and whenever they make posters, and DC better make posters for all of them, I've already
yeah,
put my on the list to get them all. So I'm collecting all of this because this is very historical. Very
yeah.
historical. Very
Yeah.
excited about this.
And if you're confused as to why it's historical, Google Vixen's first appearance,
Mm,
and then Google Vixen runs.
mm. Because where?
Yeah,
Where
literally,
are they?
lit.
Vixen comes up here and there and whatnot, but like this is major for her. And to give it to Stephanie, I'm so excited because,
And to be
like, yes,
clear, it's not a give it because
this is true.
Stephanie
She worked her
wrote
ass
a
off for it.
20-page pitch. We found this out during our panel with her. Wrote a 20-page pitch as to what her ideas for Vixen and why she wants
Hmm.
to write Vixen and all of that. And it was like, I'm gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink in there so they
Mm,
know why I want it and they know what my plan is so they don't try to short me and make it limited or no BS like that. So our good
absolutely.
sis put in the work.
Absolutely. And
So
that
all the
wasn't
people
to say
talking their
anything.
shit about like her getting stuff for one reason or another. No. I know
Yeah,
that the concept of hard work is foreign to you bitches, but it's not foreign to our good sis Stephanie Williams. She
at
put in the
all.
work. She made sure that her vision was clear so it would be undeniable. That's literally what we should have
Yeah.
called our panel that we had for her guest spotlight. Undeniable, because the
Yeah.
way that she laid out the groundwork that was done for her to be where she's at now, anybody saying anything less is uneducated.
No, for real, because I think a
Yeah,
lot of people are just assuming she popped up out of nowhere, when in reality, we're talking like 10 plus years in the comic industry, like
yeah,
coming to a head in these like major titles that she's getting.
yeah.
So yeah, for a lot of people, I break it down to ignorance and just all the isms connected to women and Black women in general.
And
But
another thing, I'm sorry, sis. I'm just
no,
very
no,
impassioned about this part.
go
Uh,
ahead.
and, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it with my whole chest. Another thing,
Mhm.
if you think that a 3-day movement that someone pulled out of their backside is the reason why these stories are getting announced right now, you are deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid. Because
Yeah,
anybody in the comic book industry knows that these things don't just get pulled out of thin air. The work, the
they
effort, and the
don't.
planning has to be put into place before it happens. So while we have made it a point to not shade anybody's attempts to try to push the community forward or speak out about our representation in stories. We've made it a point not to bash anybody who felt like they maybe were doing the right thing. But it's to the point now where it's like, all right, now
Things
you
need to
about
be
to tear your
said.
draws because you know better
I love
and
that
you've been
phrase.
told better, but you still running that mouth. So to be
Yeah,
clear, these people on this graphic did the work and earned their spot and had to keep their mouth shut until the announcement was going to come out. And that's how these things are here. Not
exactly.
because of a half baked, I didn't communicate with people initiative. And that's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say about that on that.
I think a lot of people, once again, they're underestimating the network that has been built by a lot of Black and brown creators in the industry in both mainstream and indie, and just not understanding that, yes, the fan base has some kind of influence on what is done, right? We see that. But also, these creators are rooting for themselves. They
Yeah.
are, once again, like once they go up the ladder, a lot of them are pulling each other up and giving each other's opportunities and spaces. And so we are only seeing the absolute final product. I need
Right.
y'all to understand, because we do believe in like full transparency and whatnot, and people being able to think critically with
Yeah.
the Pink Riot comic show. That announcement was months in the making. And I promise you, a lot of people knew. A lot of people knew. So much like Bree said, this wasn't because of any kind of boycott. This is because people were putting the work in for months. And once again, a lot of people knew. A
Yeah.
lot.
And we
So,
went back and forth about when and how to address this and whatever. And our stance on things is usually like, you know what, we're gonna let it rock because we never want to bring anybody down or push anybody down because we wouldn't want anybody doing that to us. And ultimately, we're rooting for everybody Black, so we're not gonna like be bashing anybody or anything like that. But it gets to a point where it's like you're taking credit from other people's work who have been like pushing and grinding to make these things happen. And that's
yeah,
where the line kind of has to get drawn because it's like, you know, if you had just let it rock and then decided to support, that's one thing. But to be like blatantly like, oh, yeah, we made this happen is kind of crazy and
yeah.
reckless.
It is, especially like we all share similar audiences, right?
Yeah.
And that was always my frustration. It's like seeing a lot of folks that we know, we see in our chats, and seeing like and seeing people that we know in general just like hype this up and being like, oh, it's because y'all did these things, and it's like,
But
not
not
really,
really.
not
Yeah.
really, not
Yeah, it's like,
really.
oh
And
no.
yeah, and so like I'm always say, yo, ask questions. Ask
Yeah.
questions. Do research, ask questions. Don't just assume anything. I never want anyone to assume anything. Constantly ask questions because and try to figure out why things are done instead. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say on that part.
Yeah.
But
Shout
we
out
want
to
to,
these creators because that was the whole
right,
point. Yeah.
right. I'm so
And make
excited.
sure
Not
y'all
only
pull up with your pre-orders because that's really all that matters.
facts. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, please.
Yeah.
That's one thing they did get right in that whole thing is teaching
Yeah.
people about pre-orders and how important they are in the comic industry. Because
Yes.
for real, if you don't, it really does mess up what happens numbers wise in the future. And so we
Yeah.
want this to become an ongoing thing. Please pre-order. Like once that goes live in your LCS's system, pre-order as much as you can.
And pre-order for the whole, just do it as continuous so that it's for the whole
Yeah,
run. You're not doing it issue by issue because that tells them, okay, people are pulling up for this run regardless of
yeah.
what it's looking like. So we know
Mhm.
that we can put more money into this because there's already for sure money on the other side because people are showing up with their dollars.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
can I tell you how excited I am for that Steel run? Like, yes, I love Vixen and I want her to win, but
Yeah.
I love Morgan Hampton. Like, I mean, honestly, I love all three of their writing for real,
Yeah,
for real.
literally.
But like Morgan Hampton got me into Green Lantern. I you can't tell that I didn't care about Green Lantern outside of like a few people. And so the
Yeah.
fact that I'm like 10 toes deep in this
Yeah.
wonderful story that he has been creating in this recent run.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited to see what he does for
Yeah.
Steel. Like all three writers are phenomenal with creating like fantastic interior lives of their characters, especially Cody. The way he did Miles Morales, there's a
Yeah.
reason why that hit over 25, like 20, like I forget how many issues he did. Like there's a reason why he is brilliant and creating like a young kid trying to figure themselves out and whatnot. These three creators in their own rights are brilliant writers, and
Yeah.
like we need to be supporting any and everything they do and giving them the time to really flesh out their worlds, because I'm assuming they're about to create some dope ass worlds. Like
Yeah.
Stephanie has talked about how she's like building out Vixen's world. I
Yeah.
can't wait for her text, her comic to be the one that everyone references for
Woo!
Vixen. That's
Literally.
gonna be dope as fuck.
Yeah. And that's not even all that was announced for each of them either. So it's just kind of like it's exciting to
Right?
see that people are booked and busy because they're putting in the work.
Absolutely.
Man.
Man, this is gonna be wonderful. I can't wait for the dates. I can't wait for this.
I'm like, damn,
Um,
y'all, Stephanie gonna have me buying the Pacific Rim book.
right? Right? At
Yeah.
first I was like, what the hell, Stephanie? But I'm like, no, that makes sense because Pacific Rim
It's
is like a
giving
game,
range.
right?
And good
Right.
sis was like, yeah, I could write that. Period.
And
Yeah.
she's doing volumes 3 and 4. Yo,
Yeah.
shout out
Literally.
to
So
her.
they're giving her some space to cook. So it's like, yeah.
Right? Oh man, it's gonna be a great year for comics. I think like this year has already been great, but
Yeah.
we're gonna be leveling up. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Um,
We also have to like toot our own horns a little bit because we got so much love for our panel that we did with Stephanie moderating,
yeah,
and she really like gave us some in-depth personal like vulnerability in her answers to our questions, and everybody was like, wow, you guys did da 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 da. So it was just really affirming to like
yeah.
experience. It was fun and it was great to celebrate Stephanie, but it was also very affirming on top of that. And y'all, Keisha really had us out here looking hella professional because we had our cue cards with our questions on it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a cute touch and it's helpful. It's like practical. But I didn't realize how many people were gonna be like going crazy, like, "Oh, we see y'all with the branding and da 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 da." So I had to give my girl Keisha her flowers for coming up with
But
this idea and executing it to perfection. Also, casual flex.
yo, where is mine?
Definitely kept our name cards for both panels that we did because,
And
you know, my
and
other one says free, but it's in another thing. But yeah,
right.
just
Yeah,
yeah,
that the panels were dope. We can't wait
yeah,
for next year. I think the goal next year is to put in for more panels and to do like more interviews. Shout out to Ignition Press who like showed us
yes,
all the love and like
yeah,
Bree over there, like just
yes, my
being like,
fellow
yo, next
breed.
year, right? Like she was like, next year, whenever y'all got interviews, do it here. Like period.
Yeah,
Because we didn't do too many interviews this San Diego Comic Con, but like next year we had already was like, we're gonna be our booked and busy next year. Like we
yeah, yeah.
already had a lot to do, but
Yeah,
we're gonna
literally.
just
This year I feel like was all about connections and like
yeah,
building further rapport with the connections we already had to where it was like we had like a whole talk about like keeping that balance of like professionalism versus like the friendships that we're building, and I think we walked that line really well because it was like we could have been like, can we trouble you for a brief interview? And then it would have been like, oh, yeah, you just killed the moment. Sure, I'm going to say yes because you got me on the spot. But, so we were like,
yeah,
no, we're just going to lead with the vibes. And the vibes never lie, you know?
they didn't. Especially I had one drink, and shout out to Bree who like was a connoisseur and blended margaritas. Man, I had a good old time. I
Y'all,
had a good old time.
Keisha was out here giggling, okay? And it just something about the sound of Keisha like peak giggle just irritates my spirit in the best of ways. So I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna keep this same energy. And so it would be like, okay, are we drinking? We both look at each other like, are we? We outside. Seem like we might be. And
Yeah,
then
we
it's like,
did.
don't tell us that it's free either. So it's like, yeah, do you
Oh
have a
yeah,
blended margarita? Oh, you do. What flavors do you have? And I'm gonna make something up that's off menu every time, and it's gonna hit every time. And Keisha
and
be
it
like,
did.
I'll have what she's having.
And it is. No shame. Anytime she was like, all right, I'm gonna make this blended margarita. I was like, whatever this woman makes, I'm gonna drink it. Cause had a grand old time with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And
Period.
did. I think the one thing I didn't do, which I told myself I would, but I didn't, and y'all got on me for that, but it's fine. I did not throw ass the way I wanted to.
Y'all. That was
Did
the
not.
only disappointment of San Diego Comic Con.
Did not.
I was prepared for
Yeah,
some
no.
wobulations, and not a wobble occurred.
Did not. Unfortunately, no. But I told myself now that I know everybody and I'm not like meeting, yeah, it's a fine line to walk from me. But yeah, I'm gonna cut up with M Shy next year.
Yes, y'all. M Shy don't play. M Shy was like, I did not come to play with you hoes.
And
I came
didn't.
to slay, bitch. Dropping splits and all that. Yeah. Don't sleep. Don't when these
Right?
creators be outside without the T, outside, just know
Yeah,
folks was outside.
absolutely. Outside. All
Outside.
right. So, in terms of poll lists or like our hauls, really, we need one for our hauls, like a little segment that we only bust out every once in a while.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, because
It's
these
a
hauls,
mega haul, 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 haul. Yeah, literally.
I
It's
appreciate
ridiculous.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Impromptu
the
intro.
the DreamCon haul. I guess let's talk about that. I like how you kept everything in the bag. That was
I
really
did my
dope.
best. I did my best
I
because I
did
knew this
not.
day was coming. So when we pulled up to DreamCon, guys, they gave us this cute little tote and some things. And I did not keep my lanyard in here. If you have your lanyard handy, that would be cute to show.
And I can't tell you where anything.
That's okay.
My room is crazy.
So that's okay. So we literally, before we even like went to the con, we pulled up to Gulf Coast Comics, because
Yes.
my friend Greg was doing a signing, and Gulf Coast
Yes.
Comics is one of the Black-owned comic shops that's a part of the Ink Alliance that we are in full
Mhm.
support of because it's our niggas. So we were
Yeah.
like, our goal moving forward, guys, is for Pink Riot to be able to pull up to all of the Ink Alliance shops at some
Yeah.
point and support, because if we don't show up for our Black owned comic shops, who will?
Yeah.
So we encourage you to check out the Ink Alliance. Matter of fact, we'll put their website stuff in our link tree at some point so that it's
Yeah.
easier for us to reference to y'all to find. But
Mm.
yeah, if you like are planning to order something from a shop outside of your LCS, consider supporting them, because one of the cool things that we hadn't had the opportunity to report on is that they have a Ink Alliance exclusive variant that you can only order from their shops. I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
FOC has already closed for it, but it's by Sanford Green, and it's Static, and who else was in it?
I forget, but it was
Yeah.
a dope ass cover.
So yeah, they're
Um,
making moves as an alliance. So it would
yeah.
behoove you to lock in with at least one of those shops, so that way you don't miss out on those future exclusives that they do. But yeah, so
Right.
we had to pull up to Gulf Coast, and as we pulled up there, we found out that it was Greg signing. And
Yeah,
so
with Jocelyn Short,
I got Is Nana, the Were Spider, the first volume. And I also copped Hammer. If you didn't
which is,
cop
by
it,
the way, it's a great comic.
it's by Greg and our boy, who am I blanking on
David
right now?
Brame.
David
David
Brame,
Brame.
yeah. We
Mhm.
had them on the show talking about this. The Kickstarter things have been delivered, and I think they're gonna like sell some of the leftover stuff. So if you missed out on the Kickstarter, definitely pull up. Shout out to Greg, because he was in true Greg fashion, was out there in his hoochie daddy shorts, just grinning and cheesing with all of the love. So we love you down, Greg.
Greg is also another one who just let me say some crazy. I was
Y'all,
being a little reckless.
Keisha keeps it cute online, but she's a whole different beast in person, and I love that for me.
Yes, yes. And Jocelyn Short. Oh,
Can we
that
talk
book.
about this sexy ass book from Miss Jocelyn? Like, what are we talking about? I seen this book before I seen her standing over there by it, and I was like, yep, I'm spending my money on that because it's
Yeah.
stunning. It is
Yeah,
stunning.
it's a cross between like an art concept book, character designs, and just like world building a bit.
Yeah.
And all of the art in it has like a high fashion, haute couture influence to it, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jocelyn, who is also stunning in person. I
Yes.
like her profile pic is like one of her like pieces of artwork, so never saw her face before. And the woman is
Right.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
There's
Okay.
pictures of us with her floating around somewhere too. We have to find
Right.
because she literally is gorgeous. Yeah,
So
the art is insane. Absolutely.
yes. Um okay.
That we
We
pulled up
have a lot of
there. And
similar
if
things.
you see, yeah, that's why I was like, it's okay because I have mine together. And then if you see one of the days, and we ran it back for San Diego, so if you see us in the same thing, you didn't mind your business. We had like we had like a closet cosplay where we both wore like a fandom t-shirt, and then we kind of cosplayed as the person on the shirt. So
Mhm.
Keisha was Adora Milaje and I was Storm, and so we both had our respective shirts on. They Gulf Coast Comics, shout out to y'all because they had a 3D printed uh Storm's
So
headpiece, and it was like, oh, this is perfect to like set my whole cosplay off, and it made a world of a difference to the whole look. I have to like fix it so that it fits my head better, but it held me down for both cons. So shout
it
out to
did.
Gulf Coast
It was
Comics
dope.
for adding the finishing touch to my cosplay.
Yeah, it was. What I will also say about Gulf Coast Comics is like if you walk through their store, they do some phenomenal community work in there.
Yeah.
They do a lot of things that are centered to get kids involved with reading and comics and all of that. And their store manager, like, forgive me for not remembering his name, but that man is amazing. Like the
Yeah.
love he spoke into Gulf Coast Comics and just like how he was able to build community and then create, maintain that community in there. Like, yo, shout out to the owner and the store manager, y'all are, and I think it's Jessica who we also met, who was doing a lot of like help inside the comic book shop.
Yeah.
So phenomenal,
Yeah.
phenomenal. Next time we're out in Houston, definitely gonna go and check out and actually meet the owner because we missed him.
Yeah, and they had like some really dope events. We just were like
We
locked in
did.
for time wise too, because they had like a whole community paint night situation happening
Yes.
associated with the con, and we were like, dang it, we're gonna miss it. But they just always have cool community stuff like that going on, and then
Mhm.
their selection of just like backlisted black comics. If we didn't have somewhere to be, Keisha would have been in hog
There.
heaven just going through the crates for real.
They had Issues of Excellence, which I hadn't seen like ever anywhere.
We might
Um,
like you have
all
to call them and be like, can you
yeah,
yeah,
like I haven't. There are black comics that I'm trying to fill in my collection that I'm
yeah,
struggling to find here, but they had them in abundance there, which is like absolutely crazy to me.
yeah,
So yeah, we're gonna have to do that black comic book shop tour,
yeah.
cause and have money.
Y'all,
The
yeah,
way-
that's the main thing. We're trying to lock in to do more of these types of events and stuff, but we're trying to like get contracts so that all that stuff, like in terms of travel and accommodations and whatever, is paid for because y'all, we're like we have day jobs and we're parents and stuff, so it's like that's a lot, you know what I mean? So put
yeah.
it out into the universe or shoot us a Venmo.
Or
We out
or
here.
do something with the Patreon, help out a
Yes.
little bit so
Or,
we could turn
cop
this into.
some Pink Riot merch.
Well, the one you're wearing right now is something we haven't released yet.
Yes, y'all got the exclusive. If y'all peeped our
So,
pictures from our panel at San Diego Comic Con with Stephanie
right.
Williams, that's another sneak peek. So, be on the lookout for our John Jennings collab to
Yeah,
drop.
which is
But
gonna
yeah,
happen very, very soon.
very,
He's
very soon.
almost done.
Yeah,
Super excited about that.
should I like should I make y'all go back and pause so you can see, or because up until now the
Nah,
only people
nah.
that seen those designs was the
The
Riot
right.
royalty.
See.
So, just a little something for
Yeah,
y'all rocking
little
with us
something.
this far into the episode. But we couldn't not,
Right.
period.
All right. What'd you get? What else did you get from DreamCon?
Okay, so from DreamCon, let's see, we had to stop by our good sis Gigi Murakami's booth,
Yes.
and I got physical copies of her books. This one's an
Yeah.
anthology.
So we're talking Midnight Bites, a mini horror anthology, and then a physical copy of Resenter.
Yeah, and
The
this is
Wiz
the
Media.
new this is the
Yeah.
new Viz Media printing of it. And
Yeah.
I just dropped the sticker, which makes me really sad because where did it go?
Yes. Hopefully, and she agrees. So hopefully, we're gonna get those dates to have Gigi on the show because
Yes.
Super, super excited.
Yes,
Um,
also she was very sweet in person, and I copped several stickers from her because I'm going to be like redressing my Kindle for Summerween cuz your girl's locked in. I'm in my horror era a little bit. Well, my black horror era, just let's clarify that. And so I was like, let me get in the vibes because I haven't switched up my Kindle in forever. So let me show you the other things that I got because she had some crazy dope stickers. So let's see. That's her card. And I got the thirst sticker. Very dope.
nice. Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was hard to pick, y'all, and there's only so much room on the back of my Kindle, so I had to be very strategic about what I got. And then I also got this sticker from Gigi
Yeah.
and this one.
The fact that I didn't see any of those stickers,
And this
I saw that one. Yeah.
and I also got this little charm to dangle from the little charm hook on the back.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
have my keys because I definitely have a keychain too, and it has like a bunch of like hands and eyes and stuff. It's really dope.
Yeah, so I like also in here, or so I put some of the stickers that didn't come with a bag in there. So this was another dope black artist. This is also going to go on my Summerween redesign. My sister gave me this sticker. It matched the vibes.
Yeah.
And another black designer, I got my little gangster chopper and Hello Kitty astronaut. Like, what are we talking about? I was like, that is so tea. Oh, and this is another one. This is Gigi's sticker for her Patreon. Want to join a
Yeah.
cult?
The way I was confused about that at first, I was like, wait, who snuck this in here?
Like, who are you getting roped in, Bree, at the con?
Right.
But no, it was definitely Gigi. So let's
Mm,
see. And I got like a shit ton of other stickers too. So my sister has her stickers, go Zang yourself. And she also made herself, she had this really cool black artist turn her into a Pokemon trainer. So she
yeah.
gave her a sticker. She was giving these stickers out at the con so people know to come get tatted by her. She's trying to collect all the Pokemon by tattooing them. So we got all of her stickers. And then what else? Apparently I got a lot of fucking stickers.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about having that many. You know where you're gonna put them all outside of your Kindle?
The laptop that y'all I'm on every week for the live, it's a MacBook Pro and it just has a like plain ass pink case on it. So I'm thinking about just like putting all the other cool stickers on the back of that because I mean, I don't know. Otherwise they're just gonna stay in
Nice.
a somewhere and they deserve to
Yeah.
see the light of day, you know? Um
Yeah.
what else did we get? Oh, this other artist, what is her at? Uh Tori Hunter. She goes by BMJ Art Shop. She did these really cute um Black Girl Sailor Scouts stickers. I was gonna
Hmm.
pass her up and I couldn't. I was like, we have to go
Yeah.
back. We immediately have to go back. So I got
The way we made like a whole loop around Artist Alley, and Brie was still like, "Nope, we need to. I need to buy these things," because she was talking about them the entire day. That's how like
I
great
know
they
I
are.
nerves because I was like, these are so tea. So I got
They
the
are.
Scout stickers, and she also, dang it, it closed. And then she also gave a few other stickers, but the main thing was this storm charm.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
it's iridescent. It's really dope. So yeah, we was like, I was in my trinket bag because I was like, I can't be balling out too hard because we got a whole other con to go to. But I did want to support the Black women artists and creatives.
Yeah.
And what else? This was the this was the DreamCon little book that they gave you with everything in it, and it has Marcus the Visuals art on it. This art
Mm-hmm.
was all throughout the convention. And then we also stopped by our boy David Crownton's booth. So I got Killer B.
Yo, shout out to David. So
Dealing
I
with
have
Recon.
and dealing with us, like I had bought Killer Bee and the Nightmare in Newark. I had bought them during Virtuous Con in February, but
Yeah,
Nightmare in Newark hadn't come out yet. So I was like, all right, whenever they come out together, just send them to me. And we ended up meeting at Dreamcon, and the way I rolled up on him and
like
just snatched the books off the desk, snatched the books off the table, and just walked off. But no. All
we have
love. And he has this awesome thing where he signs all of my books saying, "Thank you, Keisha. You got more money, or you got money." I have that on almost all of my Crownton books, which
yeah,
I love so much. These are going to be some of the first things I read because I've been excited to read Nightmare in Newark for months. Like,
yeah,
I love me, like, I think I'm really getting interested in, like, well, not just getting interested. I am interested in slashers. And
mhm,
knowing David, it's gonna have like a little humor in it, and I'm just ready for that. So
yeah. And in mine, he had already like pre-signed the covers, but I wanted mine personalized. And so I was like, you gotta sign it and you gotta make sure that it's not regular. And so he signed mine real big on the inside, talking about my signature is not regular. I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you like this? So pretty funny, but also pretty
yeah,
hilarious.
he
So yeah,
makes
we
the
got
best
that going.
signatures.
And then what else? We ran into this really cool dude who does tattoos called Loveless, and we copped his
Yes.
books. So the reason why this one is so cool is because this is the like special edition of it. He literally, let me just pull it out so I can show y'all. He telling us about like how the story is like rooted in his own experience and his journey, like figuring things out about himself and his life. And we got the special edition version because it includes like his notes and his like real time editing experience in the margins. And like in the
Mhm.
back, it has like extra, like special extras in there, including like this collage of like pictures of him and his family when he was younger and stuff like that. I want more creators to do this. Like, give us a
Yeah,
peek into your creativity, into what it took to build this book. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
agreed.
he was a real one. So, we had to definitely cop volumes 1 and 2. We'll talk more about this like on the page at some point. But yeah, he literally was like talking to us about this, and he flipped this open to a scene where they're in a strip club, and it's hilarious and the art is dope. I was like, immediately, yes, give me both volumes. That's it.
Right. Hey, NBA Live girl, just wanted to say that real quick and make sure I got everybody. Oh,
What up?
Wonderland Stories is in the IG.
What
Hey,
up?
how y'all doing? Super
How y'all
excited.
doing?
And in
Yeah.
the chat, I know we didn't pull it up, but they've been talking about Wonder Man season 2 and how that just got canceled today.
Okay, well, we won't speak
Yeah.
on that until we authenticate that, but
No,
that's
no, no.
crazy.
It is authenticated. But yeah, we'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
So also copped Imani from our people at Raid
Yes.
Comics and got that signed. So that was cool. Also got what is this? Storyville Bleeds by Nicole J.
Yes, another black woman. And I believe her story talks about like sex workers and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Like we
so
had a
we
really good conversation. Well, we can't say if we had a good conversation with her or not. She wasn't there.
just bought from her booth.
Right. But yeah. Uh,
And yeah, we also got Dynamic by T. Jackson and Chao Oliveira Braga.
nice.
Same.
I didn't get that one.
I copped
See?
both. I was
Nice.
like, the Black women creators were pulling up.
Yeah. When I say there were so many Black women in comics at DreamCon,
Mhm.
please, like that's where you want to go
I
to
mixed it
find
up.
us.
Imani is by somebody else. Flavored Pen Comics, and this one, New Game Plus, is the one that I got from Ray Comics.
Yes.
Yeah, I mixed those
Yes,
up. So
yes.
my apologies. And then we also ran into the homie. Hold on, where's the other part of this? Do 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 do
Mm.
do.
Like we ran into quite a few people. Wiseacre Comics was there.
Yeah, and we
Shout
got
out. Yep.
beautiful barbecue.
Yes, that's Greg. Greg
Yeah,
Burnham. They're
yeah.
publishing a web comic, so this was the ash can for it,
He hooked us
which
up.
is
Y'all, the
dope.
art in this is so fun. Look at this. And
Yeah.
it's
Hold on,
um,
who's the
launching
artist?
as a web comic. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll talk more about that on another episode. And
Yeah.
then what else? I copped Spooky Scouts from our friends at Wiseacre Comics.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
The Greg
Um,
comic is called Beauty's Barbecue.
yes. He also had, I mean, he had almost all of his things there, but another one that he had, if I can like get to it without
And I also
disturbing my
copped
pile.
The Airs first volume.
Yes. He had Tuskegee Airs. I had most of my issues, so I only got issue 5 from them. But then he also had Tales of Sonica, which
Mm-hmm.
they did a Kickstarter for last year, but then it also got published through Rosarian Publishing. Shout out to them. Um, because everybody's asking questions, I think we're just gonna like make a list with all the links. I think like within like the
Yeah,
next week.
we'll do a carousel to show all of the things and their titles, and we'll tag everybody so that way y'all can go directly to them and buy what's available. We also ran into another really cool shop. Hold on, let me get the name right. Uh, Team Gem in Designs, and it's a Black woman owned booth, and they had such cute little trinkets and stuff. So y'all, my one of my gifts to myself for my birthday was Telfar dropped their utility bags, and they dropped it in ballerina pink. So I copped the bag, and so part of my mission at DreamCon and San Diego was to get charms and stuff to junk it up. So Gem and Designs really pulled up. So I got this cute little thing. And Keisha got a purple bag from them because I was obsessed in one of the charms
Yes.
of it. It's literally Keisha's new favorite bag. And I'm
Yes.
happy.
Oh my goodness. I can't find it, but
Let's split the cost and I'll keep the bag and you keep the charm. So I was like, period. So we'll share that stuff. This is part of the charms that came off of it. And then I also got this one. It says better late than ugly and without coffee. And that's on period. And then I also got this one that says whimsical weirdo. Oops, the other side. And she gave me this bookmark we interviewed her. So y'all will see that on the page. But she also gave me this Louis and Lestat bookmark. And I'm obsessed because y'all, I'm about to go on my Anne Rice journey one time for the one time. I'm like locking in. And so we got the mass market paperbacks because They just felt right for my spirit. So if y'all see the other ones in the series for the low ski, let your girl know, because this is like pristine. It's just the pages are discolored because it's old as the fuck. But come on, this is the only time your girl was pressed for a movie tie-in cover. Yeah, we're locked in. And I love that they showed the preview for Queen of the Damned, which will be season 4 of the current like remake, and our good sis ate that roll up. So we're
Yeah,
locked in, guys. We're locked in. We gotta wait a bit, but we're locked in. Um, and
that's
I think
nice.
that's all of my stuff that I got from Dreamcon.
Okay, well, we got most of the same things with a few exceptions. I think some I can't even tell you all the stickers I got at DreamCon, but one of the ones I got is right here, and it says, you guys probably can't see it, but it says outside doing bald headed hoe shit, and I love that so much for me because I am a bald headed hoe.
On brand.
Um, very, very much on brand. Um, what else? I got quite a few stickers, but I think most of these came from Zen. Shout out to Zen, who was just like, here's this giant tray of stickers, go nuts. And
Yeah.
so I have a huge stack of those here. Um so we did get Kente Comics, which is another black woman owned comic book imprint.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like I'm not sure if they're interconnected, but it's one title where each comic is a different superhero, different person.
Yeah.
And don't ask for more. I don't quite remember. This was at the top of July, but they are black women created, right? They said, Bree, what are you doing to your mic, friend?
Oh,
But
sorry.
like but like yeah,
Anything.
this is black women created, and this is a black woman owned comic book imprint, which I'm always really interested in. Like I said, DreamCon will always be top tier for me. I think like Wonderland Stories asked us in IG, if y'all have a second, how would y'all compare the actual comic scene at DreamCon versus San Diego? And we talked about that a little bit earlier, and I gave them a response. But just overall, um, I remember at DreamCon by Sunday, folks were like almost sold out. I remember we were talking to Frederick at Wiseacre Comics, and he's like, I'm only going home with like 3 or 4 comics in my hand. There are people like things were completely sold out at DreamCon. Whereas San Diego, I mean, granted, we got some great deals at San Diego, but that's because on Sunday they were doing 70% sales to get rid of inventory. And that says a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Um,
they're
but
literally like trying not to have to ship things home or carry things home. But in terms of,
right.
if you're talking about comics by people of color, DreamCon beat San Diego out the
Yeah.
gate. Like hands down, it was we bought way more comics at DreamCon than we did at San Diego.
Yeah.
And that was
Agreed.
at full price. And there
Yeah.
was a lot we didn't get because we were trying to budget, and we ultimately were like, all right, we're going to lock in and focus on the women of color in comics. But if we had like branched out and just got all of the cool indies that we seen, we would have gotten like 3-4 times as much as what we got.
Heavy agree. Big time.
Yeah.
One of the things that I did get was Children of the Thread. Children of Thread is by Dolapo Ajayi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We met them, I forget at which table, which was also like a pretty interesting experience. But this story is, I believe
You
it's
gotta hold
yep,
it up
it's a
to the glare.
manga. Yeah, the glare is crazy. It's white gloss. I mean, it feels good. I won't even hold y'all.
Yeah.
But Children of Thread, it is a story about a decade and a half of working for a widow has rendered the Hensons devoid of hope. Samuel and Elia Henson must use their positions within the police force to meet the demands of their blackmailers, all while keeping up appearances around their fellow citizens, as well as their only son Ezekiel. Like the way the magic is in here, the way they explained it was like it was sewing related, which I thought was really interesting because I do sew myself. And so I was like, I've never seen this perspective in terms of superpowers and whatnot. So I am very interested in seeing this. Also, if y'all have been on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen his stuff before. He's always on live and stuff talking about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this out. I don't always read manga, but I'm interested in this one. And I think we got most of the same things for Dreamcon. So,
Yeah.
oh wait, time out. Okay, so shout out to Dream Fury Comics.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got to take pictures with him.
yes, like Newton is absolutely fantastic and amazing. If you haven't read Crescent City Monsters, please read it. It's a phenomenal comic. It's set in sorry, I'm about to get like really excited. It's
Love that.
set in New Orleans. It talks about Legba and like a lot of like mythology. Like it's a great comic. The world building is brilliant in here. And the artwork is
Crazy.
disgustingly amazing, right?
And they
Like
have an in color version, but you got the like black, white, and blood version, right?
I did
Yeah.
because to be honest, the way the blood and the minimal colors that do pop up in, I think it's in Keisha Demon Eater, but like the way they do black and white in this comic is so good. It doesn't take away. I don't even care if it's in color or not. Like it's done so well. Like, please, y'all need to be reading Crescent City Monsters if you haven't. And what's great about Crescent City Monsters is that I first read it in my library. So if you can't buy it right now, please go support it in your library. I saw it in the Comics Plus app, I think. Check to see if your library has that specific comic app because it's definitely in there. So yeah, we got Crescent City Monsters, and then I got the Akeisha Demon Eater. I like to collect my things that have my name in it. And this one is the black and white with the pops of yellow and blood in it. So yeah, I love me some horror. And I think that's all I got that's different in my Dreamcon haul.
Woo.
Right
Knocking things
now.
over.
Now I don't even know if we have enough time for the San Diego Hall, because the San Diego Hall is massive. And it's not because we bought a lot. We got a lot for free.
Yeah. So drop in the chat if you want us to do the San Diego Hall now, or if you want us to wait until next week.
Right. I will say one thing. No, I'll wait for them to give us an answer, because like I said, there was a lot that was got in San Diego, but that's because between the Eisners and shout out to hubby, he did the blood drive. We got a lot of free things there. Ooh, hold on, Ajira being crazy in here. Riot Royalty, y'all seen a toe, ankle, and moisturized elbow yet? You know what? We were talking about that at San Diego too. We were like, you know what? We might really actually do.
Yeah, literally. We might have to pull
might,
up, do some
right,
strange.
right. But
Oh,
what we did get,
speaking of Riot Royalty, we
right?
literally were like, okay, we're on a mission. We want to make sure that our Riot Royalty fam who weren't able to pull up to the con get a little piece of the con. And we were like, it's a sticker or something like that is not going to do. So we're like, what can we get? Like, what was a highlight of the con? So one of the highlights of the con was meeting Sanford Green. Okay. So we popped on over to the rocket ship booth, and all of our Riot Royalty fam will be getting the paperback of Sanford Green. Show them the paperback, the one they're getting. Okay,
Yeah,
very
this is
good.
good.
I didn't realize it was going to show that glossy. But yeah, each of you guys are going to get a paperback of Sanford Green's OG title.
100 or
Yeah,
1,000, right?
1000. Yeah. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
And this is
Look
a
in the Riot
so bad.
Royalty Fam chat. So we mentioned it in there. So if we don't already, if you're a Riot Royalty fam and we don't already have your address, you can either drop it in the Riot Royalty chat or DM it to us. So that way Keisha can ship off the books. Because I was on a mission. I was like, where are we going to get them? I wanted it to be something cool and worthwhile. And I was like, Keisha, what do you think? And she was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah. And these are so good. The quality of these books are so amazing. So, yes, they may not have gotten a wobble. They may not have seen an ankle, but they're
But
going
we
to walk
come
away with
bearing
some
books.
calming.
There
Yeah.
you go. We come bearing books. So yeah,
Yes.
all those vibes. And if you aren't already subscribed to the Patreon, check it out. We're trying to be better about making sure that our Riot fam within the Patreon get the love and get the behind the scenes and have a say in what we have going on. And the more things like this we're doing, we're going to try to make sure that we bring a little bit of it back to you guys because you guys have been supporting us. And without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of that stuff.
Absolutely.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Okay, so only one person told us something. So
Yeah.
damn, I'm hella late. I went my scene now.
Okay,
I mean,
period.
look, we gonna ride for y'all.
And
So
Jira said,
if you we only we only bought for the ones we knew were gonna be there. But if you
you
are
know
there
what?
next time, we got
Actually,
you.
I did buy one extra. And I love a bitch with some
Yeah.
audacity. So if you do it right now, Ajira, just because you asked, you're the only person if you sign up for the Riot Royalty today who will get that extra one. Just because I love you down, girl.
Got that? Yeah. All right.
Period.
Then what else? All right, so let's get into the San Diego one.
Yes, let's
With
do it. All right. So y'all,
Woo.
I was on my mission for the cute shit once I realized I wasn't gonna get my comic fix at the con. So bam, you come in, you sign up, you get your badge. They give you a big ass backpack so you can carry all of your things. And I got an American Dad one, and Keisha got a Simpsons one. But then I seen that somebody else had a Bob's Burgers one, so I traded them so
Yeah.
that Keisha could get the Bob's Burgers one. So I got American Dad and the Simpsons. And
I don't even
then
know what my bag is,
I'm
but
trying to do
yep.
this rapid fire. And then my nostalgia like took over and they had popples. So I got a pink popple and look how cute her little metallic ears are. Y'all who don't know, I'm showing my age, the fact that I even know what the F a popple is. But I was like, oh my God, she's so cute and she's so soft. So I got me a cute little pink sparkly popple.
Mm-hmm. We gonna
And
talk about those Hello Kitties.
yes, okay, so y'all, the last year my con exclusive thing that I wanted to get was a Hello Kitty kaiju plushie from my friends at Kid Robot. I'm gonna keep saying that until they're actually my friends because
Because they
sponsor
loved her. I'm gonna say like
literally
they loved her. By the time we went there for that last day, they were setting aside the stuff to make sure she got it.
literally. So they had a Hello Kitty exclusives and McDonald's like OG McDonald character exclusives. And they brought Popples back. Like, what are we talking about, Bama? But so Kid Robot had their Hello Kitty and her twin sister Mimi exclusives, and they only put out so many each day. So that way more
Mm-hmm.
people would have a chance. So the first day when we went, they were sold out already. And they were like, y'all, you got to come back tomorrow at 9, whatever. And I also wanted to get a Hello Kitty exclusive that they had at the Jazzwares booth. And Jazzwares had it where you had to pull up the day before, get the wristband. The wristband would give you a time to show up the next day where you could, pull up and get your thing. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, we got to lock in Keisha wasn't feeling well, so I was like, that's okay. I'm on a mission. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go there by myself and I'm going to get the things, right? Y'all, we're not even going to get into the whole trauma of that experience. Just know if you're
Yeah.
going to San Diego Comic-Con and you're trying to get exclusives, you got to lock the fuck in and have a plan in place because they do not play. Like, so the first day that I went, I got my wristband, but I didn't get either exclusive and had to come back later to get the Jazzwares exclusive, which was fine because they had other things that were way more popular than the thing I wanted to get, thank goodness, so it wasn't going to run out. But the Kid Robot one, I had to come back the next day and I was
Yeah.
butthurt about it. And they remembered me from being butthurt the day before, so they were like, girl, we're so glad that you're going to get it. So Keisha got one too so that I could have two. But it's so cute. Look at her. It's Mimi, Hello Kitty's twin sister. I got her instead of Hello Kitty because obviously she's pink and she's dressed like a little demon angel. And I already know I'm about to put her on my Brandon Blackwood bag because it's a little cunty. So that was my Kid Robot exclusive. And then the Jazzwares exclusive, we're keeping her safe because I was like, she deserves her own special unboxing. Are
There's
you
a
ready?
picture. There's a
Are you?
picture that Navy took. Shout out to Navy once again, where Bree is just cheesing super hard. She had just gotten it. Just so fucking excited. We're sitting outside of the Stephanie Williams panel, and she's like, "Look at it!" Like, like.
Yo, are you ready? Are you fucking ready? Look at her. Oh my gosh. And look, I don't know if you can tell in this light. But yeah, her clouds and shit light up and changes colors. Ah! And she's posable and you can't really tell because of this light, but she has little pink high heels that have little fruits on them, and her little skirt is like all sparkly, and if you look close in her eyes there's stars and pink glitter in her eyes. It's the cutest
Very
thing
cute.
ever. And this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They only made 500 of them.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's everything that I would ever want in a figure. I love it so much. Isn't she
This
so
was
sweet?
her right after she got it.
Yes.
just it was everything. But I love it because she worked really hard because my girl does
Yes.
not get up early. And she
No.
did multiple days to make sure
Yes.
she got it.
Look how
You
cute
know.
she is.
Yes. I'm happy she got it because the way I was irritated with the other vendor, uh, my thing was I wanted to get the Louise Belcher hats, right? They had
Yeah.
them, and they had the ones where the ears actually stayed up because
Yeah.
sometimes when people make them, the ears flop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we need them to be cartoon accurate
Yeah.
over
We were
here.
both on the
And
mission for that hat.
yo, and the way we went there one day and they were like, "Oh, we sold out today. Come back in the morning." And the way I was like pushing Bree to get up ass early in the morning, I would have been fine. But my girl was struggling over here. But we made it, and we made it on time. And they did not have it. Not only did they not have it, they were like, "Yeah, so we're out for the rest of the week." What?
We were so
And then,
butthurt. So I was
yo,
like, dial up the charm. Let's lock the fuck in. Who's in charge? How can we make this a thing? And we got an email, so we'll report back on whether they actually like take care of us in this situation. But it was a lot.
yeah,
Chell, oh my god. Chell said Brie looked like the little girl from Despicable Me
exactly.
with the unicorn. It's so
It's so fluffy.
fluffy! Literally.
Yeah, no,
You
I wanted that experience, but they didn't have my Belcher hat, and I was very, very sad.
Hey
Throughout San Diego.
Regine, we were just singing your
Regine, right? We were definitely saying your praises earlier. Just
praises.
listen to it. We went on quite a long thing.
Yes,
Um,
yes, loving
yeah,
you up and down. We're going
yes,
through our haul now. Okay, I also forgot that I also got the Tokidoki Mermacorno San Diego Comic Con exclusive. She's like a
Nice.
little pop diva with her little microphone, and she has pink hair. I was like, immediately yes. So yes, we got that. What else did we get?
Oh, where's your chopper hat?
I got a chopper hat.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And I also
See,
got a chopper little lamp, and it's a blind box. I'm really hoping that it's this little cotton candy one, but or the secret
you haven't
one.
opened it yet?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna do a whole
Open
thing
it. Oh,
right
okay, okay,
now.
okay. No, no, no. If you're gonna do a whole thing, do a whole thing. Do it. Oh my goodness. If y'all are just listening, I need you to like go on YouTube real quick and just watch this bit.
Oh my gosh,
Because my girl is like losing it and I
it's
love
so
it.
cute. It's so cute. I can't stand it. Okay, I showed you my hat. Showed you that. Okay, and
See
then
the
I got. Wait, what is this in here? Oh, my badge is right there. Okay, so I can show you guys. Look at it, guys. I got a bunch of pins, and I put my pins all on there. We got.
yes.
Wait, which one is this? We got the Comic Con 2026 pin. Keisha's
Yeah.
hubby went and gave blood, and so he got us the 2023 pins. We went to Toy Animation, and I got a Gear 5 Luffy pin. And what
Mhm.
else? Regine gave us
Regime.
these drink draw and poll pins. And then we met up with the homie
Crimson Sleeper Studios,
Crimson
Mark.
Sleeper Studios, and
Right.
I copped his book, and he gave us the pins and the stickers to match. Shout out to him. It was his first
Yeah.
con, and he ate. And then
Yes.
I got this book called Kinksay, and I got the matching pin for that too. And your girls we got our professional badges, and we got our press badges. And shout out to Navy Baby for giving us our Blur to Corn badge ribbons.
Yes, yes.
Very
Oh,
tea.
I have
Um,
no idea where my badge is.
I got Live Forever Book 2, the Eternal Edition. Tea. Tea.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have to make a nice long list with links for all of
Right.
this. 'Cause
And
y'all
then the
need to
book,
be on some of this.
right. The book Kinsey is about a girl who gets powers. Ouch, shoot. I broke my nail earlier, so it hurts every time I touch anything. About a girl who gets powers on her quinceanera. And I got the Smexy hardcover edition because one side is English and the other side you flip it, it's Spanish. And both sides have like a lot of like special edition extras in it. So, you know, we
Mhm.
love a sexy hardcover. And what else is in this bag? Also, okay, so this is the Crimson Sleeper Studios first issue that I copped.
Scion, which
Yee.
is super dope. We're trying to get him onto the show because
And
we
he
had a
gave us
great
stickers.
conversation with him in the hallway.
Yeah, for like
Like
a
that
hot
was
minute.
yeah, like we really had a great conversation with him. And so like if y'all haven't read Scion yet, it how can I explain it? It deals with like medical tests, it deals with like testing and whatnot that happens on the HBCU campus. There's like this great community that he's created on campus and the way folks learn. Like there's this wonderful conversation with this professor and the students in the beginning of this comic, and you learn a lot about like this, you know, insidious medical company that is trying to test everybody and they end up getting like superpowers as a result.
Mm.
I'm really excited for issue 2 for that because when I say it was written well and the art is fantastic and the way Mark talks about his intention behind writing it, that'll
Yeah.
always get me.
Yeah,
Always.
literally. Go run and
Yeah.
go cop that, go support him and follow him. We
Yes.
also stopped by Stranger Comics, and your girl is pre-ordered and Kickstarter down with them. So the only thing that I had left to get was this issue 2. So we copped
Okay.
that.
Can we talk about
Yeah,
the
guys,
way
you should have a
okay.
different experience at Stranger Comics.
Yes. So I've always said I'm always terrified of going to their booth because my man can sell water to a fish, and it
Yeah,
makes me, I don't know if y'all are like this because, my social anxiety is high typically. And so, like, if you walk in through a store or whatever and people will be like, hey, would you like to buy this? I'm like, please don't perceive me right now. I can't. And so, like, he does a great job with, like, there's a reason why all his Kickstarters are successful, and there's a reason why, you know, his books are successful because the man could sell something. Okay.
yeah.
And
He
I went
sold the
in
hell out of the story too. You know how
yeah,
we joke where it's like, picture this, Sicily, 1945. He hit Keisha with that.
yeah, very much did. And so, like, what scares me a lot is that you'll be there and he'll be like, what about this, and then it comes out to like almost $300-400, and you're like, pause, I didn't know, I can't, I ain't got no money. But he did give me a really good deal on the first two volumes, I think, and these are two giant hardcovers that I
Yeah,
got for $80 total. They're heavy. They are heavy and they are large.
yeah.
So, I'm happy that it was under $100. Very, very much so. And I'm
I
excited
thought
to,
you
like,
got them both for 60 because he did the discount.
no, I think it was 80.
It would have
I'm
been
pretty sure
80
it was 80.
regular. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
60.
one of those. I know I got it for a really good
Got it for
discounted
low. Yeah.
price.
And
Yeah.
she got hella art prints and stuff too.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff around here. Like, he can create quite a bundle. I will give him that. Quite a bundle. So I'm interested in this, in both stories. So yeah.
Yes. And that, for those who don't know, Stranger Comics had like locked in a deal to like have their movie popping off, but then the pandemic happened, so things kind of got paused. And then
Mhm.
there was like a re-announcement for another project that includes Viola Davis. And so at this year's con, they did like the full like preview trailer situation, so I believe it's up. If it's not already up on their YouTube, it'll be up pretty soon. But they have a lot
Right.
of cool stuff going on. And if you like sweeping, like epic fantasy and black fae warriors, then it's the book for you. It's a dope series. So y'all,
Yeah.
I just peeped that Chell Simone said, I sent you your birthday Leo chibi in the Pink Riot DM. Y'all, how talented is she? Because I literally said that it was my birthday and somebody said Bree the Leo sounds like a cartoon character. Y'all, in that short space of time, our good sis made a chibi of me as a little lion with the tiara on, and I'm
Mhm.
screaming inside because what do you
Oh,
mean?
stop it. You gotta share it.
He just put it in the Pink Riot DMs. Hold on.
Oh, and
Oh,
she flexing. She said I took a shower too. I ain't
yes,
taking no
period.
time.
Like, look how cute. I love it.
Oh, that's adorable. That is absolutely adorable, child.
Thank you.
No, not you got my girl crying.
This is like the best birthday present ever. What do you mean? She's so stinking cute with the little ears.
Oh,
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Buki.
oh. Right? That was quick. That
That's
absolutely
crazy.
was quick. For those
Like,
listening, maybe you gotta put it in our stories or something. Just like show it off tomorrow. Very much.
yes. Oh, I love it. That's getting posted tomorrow. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. I love it. She's so cute. Ah! Why is it so cute? And the little things in the tiara are pink. Okay, sorry. Thank you. That really just made me so happy. What do you mean you did that so quickly? I love that.
Right.
Um, but
Right.
yeah, okay. Lock the fuck in. We also ran into another creator who we have like loved for a hot minute and had been trying to get on the show and like kind of yelled at her a little bit. Like, answer your emails, girl. Let
Oh, we
us
did
love
that to a
you.
few people.
So yeah, Ariel Jovellanos.
Yes.
We copped her book. This
Um,
and she had some
Area, y'all
other
about to see me
titles.
stand real quick.
Yeah, yeah. I copped this
So
because I literally own all her other books. Yeah, already.
yes, so Ariel did the artwork for a Megascope title called Black Star, which is
Hmm.
one of my favorite titles on in Megascope, where it's
Yep.
essentially two black women in space and they're trying to race towards this one space ship so that they can get back home. And so they're trying to like cut each other off, and they're both like highly toxic individuals, not good people at all, but
Yeah.
like you're rooting for the race, for real, for real. You're just
Yeah.
like, who's gonna make it first across this alien planet with all this weird shit happening around? And so like the artwork is super dope for me. Like it
Yeah.
is wonderfully saturated. Well,
Yeah.
like the artwork is so great. Ariel does like a great job with this. And yeah, just
Also did one
randomly.
of the young DC books too. I'm drawing a blank.
Yes. I bought it too cuz like I
Yeah.
love the DCYA. Yo, when I say I'm trying to do a panel next year with
Yeah.
all creators from the DCYA line because they are just so good. Like
Yeah.
DC is really letting those creators and writers do whatever they want and shine.
Yeah.
But
Period.
yeah, Girl Taking Over. This is the Lois Lane story. That's written by Sarah Khan and drawn by Ariel Jovellanos, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got this and to add to my collection.
And I got some of her dope stickers. And I wanted to get her shirt, but we didn't go back the other day because they weren't gonna have my size until the next day. But that's okay because we're gonna lock in and get it anyway because it was dope.
I did get a patch from her, which is really cool.
You got the patch and I got the sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to put this on my jacket. It's gonna be
Period.
cool.
And we also stopped by our girl Asia Simone's booth. And because I already
Yeah.
had all of the books that she had out, I copped stickers. So we got a Princess Bubblegum sticker and a Moon Girl sticker.
Yes.
And then we also got a Princess Bubblegum and Marceline the Vampire Queen sticker
It
that says
says,
they
and
were
they were roommates.
Yes. Also got this sticker. It's one of my favorite characters from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And I love how she made her look so cutesy and whimsical. Love
Yeah.
Asian style. Very cute. What else? I also got Girls Have a Blog by Sarah Bollinger and Thorne Kurtzels because the box set was one of the things that was discounted. So we definitely copied
Yeah.
that. And then what else? After the Eisners, they were giving out these bags, these manga bags, and they
Yeah.
had a table full of books. So I grabbed a bunch of books that interested me. And one of them is going to go to one of y'all when we have a giveaway because I actually already own that book. But I got Lightfall, The Girl and the Galdurian. It's like a frog person, very
Mhm.
whimsical fantasy type of graphic novel. And then I got An Edge Sharp Enough by Jesse Q. Sutanto. It's an arc.
Yes.
This book comes out in November. And then I also got Wicked, the graphic novel part 2, which is perfect because I have part 1 but didn't have part 2 yet.
Nice.
And then I also got A Wizard of Earthsea. It's the graphic adaptation from Ursula K. Le Guin. And this is the one that's going into the giveaway for y'all because I actually had already bought this. But it's like, it's a classic, so who doesn't want this, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. And is that all of the things? I think that's all. I think that's all of my things. We did good.
Oh, I got quite a few more. All right, so
I was like, oh, I forgot. I splurged on the
yes,
suitcase hardcover for myself.
yes,
Don't
yes.
judge
I got
me.
that too.
This was expensive. But it was necessary. So like
Yes.
we can all lock in and read this together, but that was another necessity.
Yeah, yeah. All right. In terms of me, one of my favorite stickers. Just shout out to Asia Fulmore and Ryan Oakley. Like we
Mhm.
were all like hanging out off and on the entire con. And
Yes,
Ryan was doing this really cool thing. She had like a bag of stickers, right? And she
of
was
her
walking
art.
around. Yeah, and she wasn't just giving them to anyone, right? She would like, you know, be really perceptive, observant of the situation, and then she would give a sticker based off of what she noticed, you know, based on someone's personality or what they were wearing. And so, like, at the Wink event on Thursday, once again, I had drank. When I'm drinking and I'm around people I know, you really
We were
see
in
more of my
rare form.
personality. I was in full form. And so I was in shout out to Navy. I love him. I
Yeah.
was giving him so much hell.
Yeah.
And and then Ryan
And he
gave
loved it.
me a Jeff and Batman. And
Yeah.
she was like, because you are being a whole menace, and I love it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I
I love
appreciate you
that.
knowing that.
I also got a Jeff the Landshark sticker from her, but mine was giving fire energy. And yeah, it's pressed
Yeah,
in a book because I didn't want it to get smushed up. So it could literally be anywhere, but I will be posting it
right.
once I locate it.
Right. I'm gonna put this someplace super special where I don't ever lose it because I really do appreciate it. Because I know, once again, I am the quieter one. I am, you know, but when I do open up, I need y'all to understand that it's fine over here.
Yeah.
So it was
It's,
nice.
Keisha on her bevy is giving wow, 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 wow. I'm like, yeah, you know what? More of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
And see,
like
y'all,
hanging
Navy
out.
said his was giving pirate, so he also got a Jeff the Land Shark sticker, but it was giving pirate.
Yes.
Shell said, she said, I really am a hoot and
I
is.
am. I am. Another sticker because I got a lot of the similar stickers that Brie got. But this one I got because of Mask of Halia, which if you guys had watched
Yes.
the interview last week, we
Yeah.
interviewed Quinto Comics and just how amazing that book is. And
Yes.
I did, in fact, one of the first things I did when I went to San Diego was get the second volume for the Mask of Halia. So I'm
Yes.
so excited, so happy about this one. What else? 'Cause I got quite a few things.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Ray Media coming in August to do an interview with them. And one of the titles we'll be talking about, or the primary title that we'll be talking about is Tisena. And so I bought issues 1 and 2 there because even though to center you can definitely get through your local comic store because it is distributed through Luna right now, which is super dope for a lot of indie comics. You can get a
Yeah.
lot more indie comics through Luna right now, but my
Yeah.
local comic book shop wasn't able to get it. So hit them up after Dreamcon, which was really dope, and been like, hey, can you set aside some copies for me so I can buy and so I can read and be prepared for our interview, because we actually read our comics over here.
That part.
Yeah.
I had already pre-ordered every variant of Tessina issue 1, and I got the main variant for issue 2 that I wanted, which was by Marcus the Visual.
Mm-hmm.
So that literally popped up in my pre-orders from this past week that I need to pick up. So that was cool that he was like, lock in, and I'm gonna hold these off to the side for Keisha to get
Right.
time. Very cool.
Yeah, so we'll be able to have like a really critical, interesting conversation around it. So, and shout out to Regine. She wrote issue 4 to Senna, which I'm most excited about, for real, because I love her writing.
Yes.
And speaking of Wink, like I said, there weren't a whole lot of Black women or just women in color in general who were tabling. Like, even when Che Grayson was there, shout out to them. They had they them pronouns.
Yes.
They ended up having, because of a scheduling conflict or some kind of conflict that happened, they ended up not being able to table the entire time. So like,
Yeah.
when I say we really didn't have a lot in terms of creators of color, we didn't. But
we were
Wink
locked in.
and
I
David
remember.
Carlton,
Yeah. Go ahead.
right?
Sorry.
They had a table together, and so I finally picked up Deadbeats.
Yeah.
And Deadbeats London Calling, which is great. And then, I got the Wink magazine, which is featuring a lot of women of color, or just women and those and gender inclusive folks who are, contributing to this. I'm hoping that they do this magazine again so that, folks can contribute something. Just saying. I would love to contribute something.
You gotta get that tickle out your throat, girl. Love that.
What else? Like I said, I got a good amount of similar things. I think those were the only different things that I
Realizing there's
have.
a flag missing because there was a very
Oh,
dope artist that we ran into, and I got a shirt and a pin from
you
him,
did. You
and I
did.
have no idea where it's at.
I will say that my Kickstarter came in for Midnight Comics.
Yes.
Woo! This chunk of a book,
Mhm.
giant omnibusy, if you will.
Bust it.
It's right. It is 5 years
No,
of
bust it. Yeah. Yeah.
It does smell good.
Period.
It does smell good.
I love you so much.
But yeah, this is like 5 years of all of their comics. Everything that they've ever printed is in here.
Period.
And I've gotten a lot of digital stuff from their Kickstarters, but when they said they were putting everything in one physical book, I was like, oh, hell yeah. And this cover is super fucking dope.
Yeah.
Very dope. Oh, shit. Just hit myself. But like, oh my goodness, I don't know how many pages are in here. And I have it. Oh, and it's signed too.
Didn't they say it was like 800 some pages?
Yeah, this is a very chunky book. But it's everything in here. And I'm really excited about this. Like I said, I've always supported the Kickstarter, so it's nice. Let me see.
Yeah.
It's nice, everything in here. Definitely like beat myself up. But yeah, and it does. It reminds me of the milestone. I actually, like, after this, I have on my nightstand. My nightstand is nothing but comics. It's like one of those 4 cube cubby things, and on top of it, I have a bunch of my omnibuses. So I have Teen Titans, the 2003 one. I have 4 volumes of the Milestone omnibus, and then I have the March one. And so this one is going up there right with those. This
Yeah.
was a sizable donation to Midnight Comics, and I'm so happy that they were able to like fund that Kickstarter and like they're able to continue making comics in the future. So, um, oh my goodness,
Another
there's
thing that came in was our friends at AWA showed us some love, and that
yes,
popped up. So we got the Ronda Rousey graphic novel. We got Illuminati, Charlemagne's graphic novel, and we
wait, where did
got
that come
God's
from?
Mother. You gotta check your mailbox, babes.
Shit, okay, I got
We're
to
locked
do that.
in. Ever since we showed love for they chose violence. We made some friends at AWA and they were like, "Can we send you something?" We were like, yeah." So shout out to our friends at AWA Studios. So I'm sure yours
Okay.
is also in the mail. And then the Kickstarter thing that I was talking about before we get on out of here is y'all know that I am an NK Jemisin stan and that my favorite series from her is the Broken Earth trilogy.
Yes,
And
yes.
they like locked in and decided to make a role-playing game based on the stillness, and I immediately was like, take my money, I don't care, let's do it now. Been waiting on this thing for what feels like forever, even though it's really just like a little over
Aw,
a year, but
yeah.
finally arrived.
Stop.
Yes, the fifth season
That's
of role
dope.
playing game.
So we gotta play it.
Yes, an
We gotta
RPG.
play
So I don't know. We definitely have to play it. I copped the like special edition package. So it came with the special edition role playing book, the regular hardcover. I have an e-version of it so we could play with people online. And then
nice.
I just dropped it, but it came with the crystal shard dice to match.
We gotta play it.
Yeah, we do.
We
Yeah,
gotta we gotta do it.
we locked
Maybe
in.
like a yeah, maybe like a Christmas special or a
Yeah,
Halloween special. Yeah, I fucks with that.
yeah.
We gotta
Let us
do that.
know in the comments if you would pull up for a Christmas special gaming edition.
That's dope. Yeah, I mess with that hard.
I've been
But
impatiently waiting for this. I feel like okay, yeah, I'll do like a full thing of it, but they've been like teasing us with like snippets and stuff of the art over the course of the time that it was in development, and they literally like there's so much artwork in here, and they like go into depth about like different difficulties that you might experience depending upon the season. So I'm
yeah.
excited to see like the part of the reason why they took so long making it is because they wanted it to be as accurate as possible. And I believe it's signed by NK.
Mm. See? Yeah, that sounds super exciting.
Yeah.
I don't even
So
remember you talking about that before. Yeah, we gotta try that game out.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
stoked. I'm stoked. Look at this art. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, that looks good.
We locked in. We are locked in. So yeah, I'm
Mhm.
excited. And that's just the Kickstart backer kit thing. There are lots of other stuff, so y'all will see that on our respective socials. But that's the haul, y'all.
Oh, wait, one last one.
All
I'm not big
right.
on stuffies, but
Period.
I got my Oshawott stuffy because I turned my this one is about, what, 8 inches? He's not that big, but, like, I turned my smaller one into a bag charm, and so I was like, "I need one on my desk now." So, I
Cute,
have a
cute.
Oshawott one. Yes, if it is Oshawott anything. I have a Oshawott Pokemon card that I keep near me all the time. I love him. I know I don't talk about it too often, but,
Love
like,
it.
I'm just super excited that I was able to get his stuff. So, yeah, this is all.
And also when we pulled up to Houston, because my sister loves me and literally will be like, "I saw this Hello Kitty thing. Do you have this?" And I'd be like, "No." She'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna buy it." So when I pulled up to her, she had like so much Hello Kitty stuff for me.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So it was like my birthday early. And I got like a lap desk and a microphone that is like I'm about to be a menace with moving forward because it like echoes and distorts your voice and whatever. So shout out to my sister for loving me and thinking of me early for my birthday. And if y'all want to bless your girl for her birthday, cop a Cape and Cow gift card or check out my link in bio on my page. My wish list is there. No pressure, or just say happy birthday as a comment on one of our posts.
Yeah.
That would be a great birthday present also. But thank y'all.
Nice.
Neurology and Heart is about to do a Hello Kitty pop-up cafe. I heard from an employee. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Oh my god.
Oh
Y'all,
my
the what
goodness.
a bitch will lock in. Oh, H Mart. Okay, period.
Okay.
Oh, that's feasible. I can actually probably make that happen. Shut up, child. Oh my god, y'all, the way that we literally sat in a long ass line in the hot sun to go to the little park to check out the Hello Kitty truck, and there was like no con
Nothing.
exclusives and nothing that I even wanted to buy because I was like, that was so disappointing. So very disappointing. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay because my figure from Jazzware is more than made up for what anyone else was lacking in Hello Kitty. But yeah, I was like, what is this happening?
That's Christian.
Hey boo.
I don't know why I'm just realizing.
I'm not doing. What's going on?
Like I said, Christian put up with me quite a bit.
Yeah, shout out to Christian for being a real one.
Love
Chell
her
said
deeply.
Chell said they had the Demon Slayer one, but they are redoing it, but it's select location. So I'll send you the website link when they announce it. Yay! Thank you. Oh, speaking of uh Demon Slayer. Wait, no, it wasn't Demon Slayer. One thing we didn't tell you that we did when we were in Houston was we went to visit Trill Burger, which is Bun B's burger spot. You see Keisha having an outer body experience. The way they put their whole ass in that meal, those are the best fries ever. They did a collab with My Hero Academia specifically for Dreamcon, and the way that a bitch will rock with the gimmick anytime. So I was like, this sounds crazy, all the shit that they're putting on this burger, and that lemonade is literally lime green, but I'm still gonna get it. So
Everything.
my burger was a smash burger. It had like a sweet teriyaki sauce. It had cabbage on it, and they had put like some gravy on the top. And I was like, this is doing a lot. But when I tell y'all that burger was smacktaculous, I inhaled that shit. And
That's
the fries
spectacular.
smacktaculous because your girl was smacking hard, okay, with no
You
shame
were
whatsoever. And the fries,
delicious.
damn bitch, you were. Yes, I was. And the fries were like super crunchy for no reason. Like I don't know how they fried them where they had like the little extra batter but not really on it. They were super crunchy. And then they have like their own trail sauce and I was dipping the fries in the trail sauce. Amazing. And then they also had a My Hero Academia themed lemonade, which was kiwi lemonade with chunks of real pineapple and chunks of real mango in the bottom. I was like, immediately, yes. And that shit was delicious. And even though your girl's lactose intolerant, I still copped a strawberry milkshake because that's a true test of a good burger place. And I ate
Okay.
and drank all that shit.
Can we say that yes, Brie is lactose intolerant, but does she actually not eat things that she's on? No, no, she
I'm
doesn't.
not
She
letting
will
that
eat
stop this show.
just reckless with it.
Yes, yes,
Now, I'm gonna
period.
say for me, true delicious burgers. See, I didn't do the My Hero Academia one because I looked at that gravy and said, I don't care. That just looks weird for me on a burger. But I had the regular one. And
Yeah.
my God, whew, that shit is delicious. Delicious. Top burger I had in the city of Houston. The
Top
second
notch.
one was at that Sawgrass
Mm.
place, Christian. I think
Oh
is
yeah.
that what it was called? Like that was my second burger, and that's because they had all the fixings on it, like lettuce, tomato, and all that stuff. Not
Yeah.
at Tro Burger. Tro Burger, you get the smash burger, you get the caramelized onions, and then you get the sauce, and that's the burger. And it was fucking delicious. Oh man, it was
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
I could have eaten there every day. I wish I
Literally.
did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay on that.
It was good, y'all. It was really good. So delicious. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to run that back. Yeah. Christian said, yeah, saltgrass was bussing. Period. Absolutely.
Delicious.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna have to
Love you
move off
too,
of this. I'm
girl.
gonna start saying stuff.
Yep, that's all right. So thank y'all so much for coming through to experience our ultra mega con haul. That's
You
okay.
know I'm gonna
It
put
wasn't
that
as
in a
good as
reel,
the first
right?
time, but y'all got the energy. It was a lot. Shout out to everybody who stayed through and kicked it with us till the end because we realized we
Yeah.
go on these tangents and whatever. But y'all get the heart. You know, put put some respect on our names a little bit, because
Somewhere over
we out
here.
here doing the things. You feel me? And
Yes,
shout
yes.
out to all of the beautiful people who helped us get there and who rocked with us while we were there. So our experience would be peak. Shout out to all of the creators who we supported and copped things from and who sent us things and who pulled up. We will be talking about things more in depth. Yes.
And
Period.
well,
Shout out to Chell for cranking out that super adorable chibi as my birthday present. Love you down. Shout out to everybody who sent me happy birthday wishes. Love y'all for that. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, share, follow, comment, subscribe the Pink Riot Comic Show on all US platforms. Scroll up or scroll down and check out 1, 2, 5, or 7 more episodes. You know what I'm saying? You could watch it and engage, or you could just let it play in the background because those streams benefit us regardless. You feel me?
big
And if
time.
listening is more your thing, don't worry. Today's episode will be available for your audio only listening pleasure via podcast starting on Saturday. If you haven't already checked us out in terms of a podcast, we're the Pink Riot Comic Show on plenty of platforms, specifically Spotify. You know, give us a like over there, rating, review, whatever, all of the things. We're trying to get our numbers up, step our cookies up so we can step our bag up and do more of these things and bring you more of this type of content. Put a little positivity out into the universe because your girls are trying to pull up to New York Comic Con and we can't do it without you. So spread the love, tell a friend to check us out. Make sure that
Yes.
you're engaging in the content and having them do the same because that's how we're building our community. Shout out to all of the subscribers to our Patreon. We love you down. We literally do a happy dance every time we get to add another of you to this list. It means the world to us. And special shout out to our Riot royalty, the highest tier. Make sure that you send us your address so we can get your San Diego Comic Con goodies out to you. We're going to be trying to do more of those types of things for y'all. If you're interested in the Patreon to lock in and have some influence on what we talk about, what we do, where we go, how we cut up when we out in these streets, don't worry, we got a free 99 tier so you can just pull up and immediately enjoy the vibes. And we have several paid tiers. The higher up in tier you go, the more access you get, the more things you get. Be on the lookout for the John Jennings X Pink Riot exclusive merch that will be dropping soon. Don't sleep. If you're interested in seeing the other designs some of the other designs, because there's a lot coming, check out the footage of us from our panel with Stephanie from San Diego Comic-Con. We're each wearing our respective character designs from John. So you'll see 2 more designs if you track some of that content down. Please comment when you find those things, because we want these things to be circulated, because Love Comic-Con down, but they did not tag us or add us in their posts. So, show some love, spread it around, because we're really proud of what we did and we're excited to do more. If you like the live vibes of this show, don't worry, babes. We got you, because we are live at 5 at the same damn place at the same damn time every week with no weeks off, because we love you and we love what we do. We'll holler at y'all next time. Love you. Mean it. Bye.
Later.
I definitely found more. All right, how many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.